Good morning, and welcome to the Ocarina of Time Randomizer Standard Weekly EU race. It's a little early for me, so today we have Expanding and Daredevil on commentary, and we are going to be watching Zeph, Gogeta, Icola, and Master Alex.
Hello. I believe we also have do we have 3 people commentating? Is Howard joining us?
I think so.
Yeah. I joined for Bob.
Is this the first time you've commentated here?
No, it's my second time on DSR.
Excellent. I knew that I'd never commentated with you before. It's just like new commentators.
Yeah, my first time was with Lee.
Excellent. This means I get to inflict puns on new people.
Puns are great. I'll see if I can hopefully flip with some in as well.
Yeah, I know. I just try not to go for the easy ones. Just I wait and I learn.
Yeah, they have to sink in for a
perfect moment for a really bad one.
Definitely going to be a very musical start, though. That's for sure.
Yeah, because we got the Forest Medallion, which means we get an extra song. That's awesome.
An adult start, too. I love adult start, always.
And the starting song seems to be Song of Time. Not really the most exciting one, but it's better to have it than to look for it.
But
yeah,
that means
especially with GTG key logic.
Yeah, I was about to say, if we get like Epona's song and Song of Time straight off the bat, how soon do we go to Gerudo Training Grounds?
Oh no. That's gotta be a meme too, right?
Rush
CTG with nothing, let's go.
I mean, that definitely hasn't been a good play in any seeds that I've commentated.
Grumble, there was a lot of seeds that you didn't commentate, though.
Yeah.
But it looks like we have 3 vanilla tunics and a purple one.
Which is quite surprising that so many are looking vanilla. I mean, that said, the green of the vanilla tunic is quite a nice green. There's a reason it's a classic.
Other than the fact that almost every Link seems to wear the same color.
Until you get to Breath
I think they're actually slightly different.
Yeah, but that probably might be more to the brush than anything else, because it's kind of hard to get that same color over and over again.
Yep. We shall have to see what happens.
Oh, do we actually now have a bullshit command?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we do.
That it was high time that we got that.
I imagine yesterday's BS command was a bit crazy. Because, I won't spoil it, but basically, it was very interesting, to say for the least. Because I only had 2 checks left in logic that I could do.
Yeah, just from looking at chat, they seem to have some opinions on the NA Weekly. Again, I
did pretty well, so I'm not too mad.
Yeah, I can see people talking about some bad things that happened, but don't worry, we'll have some fresh bullshit for you to complain about soon.
Maybe it'll be
I like how optimistic you are.
Maybe I'll be so jet this time.
Seems unlikely.
Well, actually, the big reason I was pretty happy, because I actually managed to get a really nice Phantom Ganon fight.
Oh, it's nice when you get that one.
Yeah, that doesn't really happen every
also,
day.
I hate that guy. I hate them so much.
Yeah, he's so annoying. I've died to him before with 8 hearts because I keep missing the cycle, missing the projectile. But that time he didn't even have to use his projectile to go down. I didn't know that the BGS actually had somewhat generous swings for that, though.
Oh, I find it harder to hit with the Bigoron swords than
Yeah,
with
it
the
is hard
normal
because the
sword
angle
because
is
it
off.
mismatches.
It's not just the angle; it's also the timing. Like the time it takes to sheath his sword, or like unsheath it.
Yeah, I kept missing it and getting hit.
But no, he never launched a projectile. I managed to stun him,
Nice.
and I
BGS
finished him
is
off by
Bigoron
dumb
sword.
luck.
Yeah.
Yeah, big Goron sword.
Bando's God Sword also works. I don't know who Bando's is, but God Sword is good.
Someone's heard my commentary before. Someone has heard my commentary on Phantom Ganon, and that is why there is the kappa there.
Looks like we got 30 seconds. Now it's 20.
Yeah, it's about
20 seconds to
now.
go. So, what do you guys think? Where do we spawn?
I'm gonna say Kakariko.
Oh, that's
Kakariko
boring. I feel
is
like adult like Lake. We're starting as Adult Soul Lake. Like, it just has to be down. It has to be bad.
It depends on.
I'm tempted to say somewhere like Lost Woods.
Oh,
We're
Oh,
all
seriously?
wrong. We're all
That's
wrong
cool.
here.
That's cool.
That makes it so nice because that technically means that Crater Wall is Sphere 0.
Yeah, and Gogeta's actually going for it. I think that's a really good idea. Everyone else is just rushing to Kag or like probably peek. Yeah, they can peek the maze. But I really like Gogeta's play here. Okay, it didn't pay off. Never mind.
It
And now
didn't
he's
pay
just gonna
out,
follow.
but getting that information is really valuable because that means that the next time he's there, he can just go for everything else.
Okay, the only person at the moment checking the maze is going to be Master Alex. Having a little bit of trouble here, passing the rocks. Oh, never mind, they gave up on it.
Nah, I gave up.
No.
Which is fair.
Nothing useful on top of Dodongo's cavern.
I wouldn't be surprised if this area was just foolish.
I mean,
That's small
if
chest.
this wasn't chest-size matches contents, then I would say, yeah, sure, even if it's Death Mountain Trail foolish, I'm still going for that one behind the bombable wall, because I've had that be a bomb bag so often.
Oh yeah, that's actually a good point. Like,
I had
depending
that
on
yesterday.
what locks that check, it's actually worth going for sometimes.
However, in
yeah.
chest-size matches contents, we can see it's small, so it's not.
I mean,
Yeah,
could have
because
been
yesterday
There's
it
200.
actually was what you just said.
Oh, that's a
that
big
was
chest.
my.
That's the Kag back rotter, right?
Oh
and we
my
got
god!
magic right off the bat.
Hello, magic.
Also, sometimes that I've never seen before, the diving in the lab is dead. It's just
Yeah.
a lot of money.
Yeah, you don't
That's
get
a
that
really
one
cool
very
hint,
often.
too.
Yeah, I think that one's one of the new ones, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Definitely.
one of the new ones.
if you can still
That's
call
his
them new
shadow
because
pot.
we've been running for a while in these settings.
Oh yeah,
But
I
it's like,
love
all
having
items are
the money
hard
to get a
come by.
shield. It is nice to have early magic, though.
Oh, absolutely. It just
And we got
means that
Nocturne
things
too.
are a lot more open quickly.
Yep. So it's
Nocturne and magic, only 2
Ooh.
more items that we can enter Shadow.
that's a lovely blue magic on Gogeta's side.
Yeah, I was about to say, that blue is gorgeous.
Desert
And
Colossus
Colossus
is foolish. So that's either Prelude or
Ooh.
Serenade being available, but still
Which-
probably worth going for if you get Requiem.
Yeah, also that kind of sucks for where the adult start is.
That's a bow, I think. Was that a bow in the crate? I think that's actually
I
a bow.
don't know. Let's check again
It was
when...
very, very quick.
Yeah,
Let's
it's
check
pretty
again when
quick.
Zeph checks.
Yeah, we might have to rush water too. All right, we should be able to get a good peek from Zeph. Yeah, that's a bow. That's 100%
nice.
a bow.
So we got that one already. Well, we know where it is, but we're still
Question
looking
is,
for
are
a
we gonna get the
scalar,
boomerang or
bomb
the
bag,
bomb bag first?
or rang or long shot? If you want to,
Am
like
I-
logic is in bomb bag is in wait. What
Am I
am
behind or are
bag
you
is-
ahead? Because that took ages for me to see the string.
No, I
I
just saw
might
it the
be
first time
ahead.
it was
I
peaked.
don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I saw it from because I know Master Alex did that, and then I saw it from Zeph. Yeah, it
we
might be ahead.
though? Do we need to refresh or something?
That might be a possibility.
I mean,
Yeah, okay, I'm
generally
ahead.
you should refresh. You should like open the page and then refresh, and that makes everything work. I seem to be roughly on time rather than ahead, so I think it's just you guys that might need to refresh.
Yeah, I'm
gonna refresh real quick.
But Dompe being a massive troll as per usual. Heck, I usually call him the albino troll.
Okay, Frozen Phoenix, it sounds like I'm roughly on the same time as you, but just to check, Zeph is trying to get out of the room behind Dampe. Yes?
Yeah, the Song of Time blocks are just disappearing, yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
he's just playing it on my screen.
Okay, in which case we're now roughly in time. Good, we're not ahead anymore.
Didn't look like Dampe had anything, right?
No.
Nope. Dompe was his usual albino troll self.
We're not really getting a lot of items here at the beginning. Like, magic doesn't really do anything by itself, so Adult was pretty barren, so I think we're going to see a child play soon.
We might see a split between, like, Zora's River versus Child Early.
Oh yeah, River's an option too, that's right.
Song of Time was our starting song. Zeph
like
buying the shield.
I'd like to see what our song on Forest Medallion is.
Yeah.
You're going to find out.
That looks what Ecola's doing.
Yeah, Ecola realizing there's nothing in it all, then just pressing on to go child, get the song, and then get a couple other songs, potentially.
And Zeph is doing the Zora's River play.
How is Ecola not done yet?
Well, I know he's fast, but he's not that fast.
That's good. Forest Temple is foolish. 40 is for Ross. Yeah, we're not going to get that.
No, we're not.
And Sacred Sorrows on the way to
required.
Yeah, so Requiem or something that unlocks it.
Yeah, we need to get over to the Spirit Temple somehow.
Water. Oh, goodness.
Wait, was that Forest? Is that Foolish Forest Temple? It's Bolero.
Bolero.
Do you play this now or not? Because you have to hike all the way back. I think you're going to... Yeah, you're just going to press on and just do this in the next adult section.
Yeah,
what if it's a song that you need in Child, though?
Oh, yeah, that's rough.
What songs do you need in Child? Sarias, that's the only one that comes to mind.
I refuse on the path to Goma.
So,
SFM to Trinrova. I find that it's usually been, like, Kokiri's sword for that path.
I mean, yeah, but it can be something else that leads to Kokiri sword, or it can still be Slingshot.
But I mean, like, it usually leads to K sword, usually.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I'm just noting the other things that it could be, because let's face it, logic and path hints and being clear and concise and not twisty as heck.
Gerudo Fortress Foolish.
Fortress, yeah.
I like that hint.
So, with path hints, you have basically two options. One, you get the item that's needed, like, directly, or you get an item that leads to it. And I actually prefer the latter, because, well, you get an extra item out of it, and the rest is just, like, you figuring it out. But, like,
well, that was a quick light arrows.
Yep.
Yep.
Like, I don't think anyone's really gonna miss that, to be honest. No, GTG is a separate area.
Yeah, basically the way that location hints work is dungeons and mini-dungeons, things like Bottom of the Well, are separate places. But if it's like a fairy fountain, then that's still counted as part of the location. So the fairy fountain in Zora's Fountain is counted as part of Zora's Fountain.
But Child Shooting Gallery had a mirror shield, so it's probably like spirit access or strength for SFM Loth, like leading to that.
Yeah.
We'll have to wait until we see more information, obviously.
Yeah.
Because we're going to be seeing a lot of retreading.
Could be Requiems or Epaunas, though, just to cross.
That's very true.
I think what I want to see is we've got Mirror Shield. We've got magic. We've been told that Sacred Forest Meadow is on the path to Twin Rover. What I want to know is where the strengths are, because that's the last major roadblock to completing Spirit Temple. Because
next to a
if we get the child access, then we can use Deku Sticks and fire.
We can do a lot of stuff in there, which is like a form of progression. We cannot full clear it even with getting like Strength 2 or like.
Yeah, because you do need the hook shots for
to complete it.
Yeah, it's just that's like the big thing of okay, when we'll be able to get into it, because we're getting some stuff for Spirit really early. Are we getting the rest of the stuff early?
Oh no. People are already hoping for Stone Shadow.
Lights were in the open grotto in Zora's River.
Yeah, which everyone else kind of skipped. Which is fair, because...
Gogeta and Ikola are synced up like almost 100%.
Yep. And they have like the same amount of stuff as well. Oh, that's convenient. So it won't be leading to ZL like it did last night. That's for sure.
So I was going to find out he wasted a lot of money on the Hylian shield.
It's still useful if you have to reflect Deku Nuts back because you haven't found anything and you need to get the Sales Scrub. That definitely has never happened to me. Ever.
Oh, yeah, that sucks. The worst one, though, is like when you have no money.
Yeah, that one's pretty bad, but yeah, no, it was the scrub outside Lake Hylia. And I used one of my precious bomb juice to get in, I was like, bugger.
We're gonna find out the child's save warp here, though, in a second. Because Gogeta just save warped. It's Market.
That's actually pretty convenient, because if Desert Colossus... If Desert Colossus is Serenade, that'll be super convenient. Gogeta and Ikola and Master Alex with the nice rupee count.
That's kind of impressive, actually.
It's really not because they had max money and then spent 30 on Talon's game and the.
Oh yeah,
this is pretty much what is to be expected.
It's pretty easy to get to that numbers in this game, but it's always nice. And Eponas, there's Eponas, so we won't be getting crazy Eponas logic for that, so it might actually just be something like Minuet to Requiem, or even Saria's to Requiem.
Yeah, it is looking more likely. Adult Kakariko had magic, but pretty much nothing else.
And Nocturne.
Yes,
yeah, which is essentially just Kak.
It's really convenient though. Nocturne is great for walking around.
Especially for Dompe digging. One of the absolute best checks, because he's surprisingly better alive than dead. Well, except in the vanilla game.
I mean, he's still surprisingly finicky, no matter what age he is.
What state he is in.
Yep. Yeah, because I keep forgetting that in the vanilla game, they decided to make it completely random for digging out that prize.
Yeah.
But it looks like we're going to be getting a Valley Loop at the same time as Lost Woods.
I do like Valley Loops. It's basically, I started watching and commentating in Season 3, and Valley Loop was one of the big openers. So Southern Hyrule Field, into Valley Loop, into Lake. And I still like the opening, because it just gives so many hints.
It was just the red.
Okay, so what's the item in the waterfall gonna be? Let's take a look. The screen is so tiny now.
Yeah.
Using my optical
blinking
zoom.
impossible to see is a legitimate answer.
Squinting my eyes really hard.
Oh,
Dodge
look,
another
it's
red.
another red.
Yeah, that's... No,
You'll be
I put way too
funnier.
much effort into that.
Oh,
And chickens is
dead.
hinted. Let's go.
Some people will be very happy. I did see Kuiper in chat earlier. And some people will not be very happy. By which I
As
mean
you can
my
tell, I'm
boyfriend.
happy.
I was pretty happy with chickens yesterday because that saved me quite a bit of time looking for explosives.
Oh, did Andrew have 2s?
Yeah, 5. A pack of 5.
Oh, did you have bomb
Five
bags
is almost
yesterday?
nothing. You can clear DC with 5 if you have a hammer, and that's it.
Hammer was so late, yet it locked the rest of the seed.
Yeah, Hammer does that.
Yep.
What was
Well, it's
chickens
interesting.
yesterday? That's a first bomb bag placement. Yeah.
Oh, that's a big chest in Midas' house. And we okay,
bow.
that's another bow, so
Oh,
rip the bow in
no.
the crate. No
So,
time traveling bows today. Not required. And that's a full heart, nice.
I am
That's
not
that's really nice to
complaining
draw out
about
of
that.
Midas' house.
Yeah, I always like having a heart container too. It's worth having, I think, 6 hearts just for fire and water.
I think 5 is the bare minimum.
Honestly,
Yeah, I
I
like
like
having
just having
6.
health.
Yeah. Health
Yeah,
is so
5 or
randy.
6 is also pretty good for fighting off salt and pepper.
Of course, people have named those guys. Of course, they have.
Yes.
I mean, come on, they look
Everything
like
has a name.
They look like
I mean,
a
every
salt
chicken
and
in the name
pepper
has a game.
shaker. Come on. One has like a black armor and one has a white armor. Yeah, the hint on chickens is pretty huge.
No, they're talking about the Iron Knuckles in Ganon's castle. Hey,
I'm
look,
not.
first
Oh,
strength.
that's strength and
Strength.
child fishing. That's awesome.
So you remember what I said about keeping an eye out for how early Strength 2 was?
Yep.
Yeah, we'll have to see if it's any earlier, because we know forced is foolish.
Yeah. But Strength is just good in general because that will give us Dodongo's Cavern first half. And like when it's very rare that you don't end up going to Dodongo's Cavern.
Nice lab hint next to the lab. I like that. The seed has
Yep.
some sense of humor.
Sign
Yeah.
outside saying, don't fucking bother the scientists, leave them alone to their research, damn it.
Yeah, last reminder.
we're gonna
Please leave
harass
them
them.
alone.
Or at least give
I
him a
think that was
frog.
a stick.
Yeah, it kind of looked like a stick.
I wonder if Ecola will go south at some point, because he's been the only one who didn't, and that strength might. Like, I think if you don't route in Valley in your first child one, you're not. in your
Oh,
first child section,
Hammer!
you're not going to do it until you get
Hi,
that Serenade.
Hammer.
And
50's
50 is dead too.
Hammer
South
in
Hyrule
open
Field,
grotto.
that's great, yeah. Good hint,
What-
good item.
That's a huge payout.
I mean, no, you
'Cause-
don't have to care about 50 is a hell of a relief as well.
Yep.
Also, Minuet of Forest on Sarias. So either Equid Forest Meadow is needed to do Forest for something to get access to Return Rover, or it's the Grotto or the other song.
I
Yeah,
think one of the
it could be
Colossus
something on
hands
black.
was just hinted. Yeah, the left hand is a
Left-hand
wallet.
That's Mirror Shield Chest, so that tells us
Yep.
nothing about the...
OT is Saria's.
Oh,
Okay.
and that's the chicken repeat.
That's,
a good
that's an
repeat, isn't it?
easy to find chicken repeat.
Yep. Oh wait, Sons? Maybe I
thought that
misread
was
that. Oh, yeah,
Sarias.
I thought I saw Saria's too.
I mean, it might have been Sarias elsewhere, but I thought it was Sarias on the Song of
It
Time.
was something that starts with an S, I think.
Okay, yeah, it is Saria's. That was yesterday. That was Sun's.
Wait, so Hyrule Field is on the path to Queen Golma, right? So that,
Yep.
if there's nothing else here, Hammer, Lux, Kokiri Sword, right?
Hey, Fire Temple.
Yeah. But that
Do
means
we need to do Fire Temple? No, we don't.
no, not necessarily, but
Not necessarily.
Yeah,
but
no,
it
that
could mean that AD is required. It could be AD required.
Oh yeah, Kokiri Sword and AD.
the only thing that we will require AD for the song for is the Skull Kid in Lost Woods and Dancing Darunia. It cannot be for Forest Temple access.
Oh my goodness!
Ooh. Okay, that's another
Wow.
item we need in Shadow. So no, don't we only need Dinza? We can enter and do like a couple checks.
Yeah.
I would like to point out, no wonder Dampe had nothing as an adult. They took pennies in order to lose a priceless treasure when they were alive.
And then he buried it so that he could give it to some kid.
Who can't even wear it? His feet are too small.
Dompe's a strange person.
Maybe he was
mean-
banking on them giving it back because, they couldn't afford it.
Or maybe he was hoping that the kid would beat Shadow Temple for him and get the money
No,
out
that
of
kid
that.
is just gonna grow into it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like sometimes
It's
you
an
buy,
investment.
like you see cool clothes for your kid or something, and they are a bit too big, but they're going to grow in and out of them eventually.
No, I prefer the Dampe is running a scam where it's like, oh, I'm afraid they won't fit you, and they're just like, yeah, I'll give them back then. And then he can just charge the next person money to dig them up, and then they'll give them back.
Renting shoes sounds like a horrible idea. I mean, you do it when you go skiing, right?
Yeah. But they're specialized shoes too. They're
Yeah.
not stuff that you'd normally wear.
I mean, hover boots are also nothing that you normally wear, right? They are also really
Yeah.
specialized.
But they're
I mean,
also really
depends on what
easy to
kind of
put
running.
on. I mean,
Like-
I bet the
I know-
marathon man in Hyrule Fields could wear them. He wouldn't mind having them.
Yeah, I do know that there are some players I know who's just like, yeah, I'm just going to wear hovers for this entire dungeon. It's like, but you go slower starting off. Wearing hovers for the entire dungeon.
I love hovers. I'd wear them in real life. Because it's already like walking on a skating rink outside anyway.
I don't really feel that hover boots would give you too much if you can't roll. I wouldn't roll, but then again, how do hover boots even work when you roll? That's so weird, right? Your feet are in the air. How's it supposed to work?
Wily Coyote time. Don't question it.
I'm not
Yep.
going to.
I mean, he obviously has hover boots. I mean, you've seen him hover over a cliff before he puts out his sign and falls.
Yep. Hang time. Strength was on child fishing.
Yep, and Gogeta actually did not pick that up.
Oh, did they go
Suns,
through
okay.
the valley
There's
but didn't
suns.
actually go to fishing?
Yeah, kind
No,
of.
I think
he
Ikola
has
never
it, he
went
has it.
valley.
He has it because it's on his tracker.
Oh yeah, it's there. He must have got it.
Who got it?
It was Ikola that skipped it because he didn't do
Ikola
the valley
skipped
loop.
Valley Lake. So... And that's Storm. So we got Suns and Storms. See, this would have been a good song to bring into your Child 1 section.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Where was Suns again?
Bolero.
Right.
No, that was
No, but we just saw
Storms.
Storm.
Suns was...
Oh, Suns.
Oh god.
Yeah,
No,
we
I'm
literally just saw
confused. That was
Storms
a
being
Minuet.
highlighted on Bolero.
Suns was on Minuet.
Ah, right.
That makes sense. Minuet.
But wait. Hang on. Minuet was on Saria's check. Sun was on that. So what's in Wolfrost Grotto? Because we know that Sacred Forest Meadow has to be on route to Spirit.
I mean, then
We'll have
this
to-
is probably going to be a strength right here, I could assume.
Maybe.
That is a
Maybe
possibility.
Dinso or Hook Shot for long shot. Oh,
Nope.
it's a small one. Okay, so it is the Grotto.
Yeah, it's 100% the
Oh
Grotto.
no. Ikola also missed the hammer. So everyone
Yeah.
else is going to be able to check this.
Oof. That's gonna hurt.
The only other thing I could think of is that it's for force completion for lax.
Could be.
Oh my god! Foolish forest temple for lighter cutscene. You can't really put that. Wait. Yeah, you can't really push that off forever, right? Like
Yeah.
usually people are like, yeah, I'm not going to do like a foolish forest that I need to complete until like I don't have anything else to do, or like unless I'm in go mode or something, because like it doesn't really advance you in the seed, but like you just need to do it at some point anyway. And
I do it
if
here you
it's,
have an extra incentive, I guess.
The only time I don't do it is if it's light medallion, because you do progress towards something else with any of the other 5 medallions.
I'd say it would probably be a good idea if, like, you've got a load of stuff, you're trying to work out the logic and where you want to go next, go do Barren Forest. It'll give you time to think while you just kind of run through stuff. Yeah, it's a brain break, and it gives you time to think about other stuff and what even makes sense.
Oh, there's this on Link the Goron.
Okay, so now we can go into
access.
Shadow. Dude, I would love for Shadow to be a medallion now as a player.
That is a point. Something could be on Frogs 2. We have not seen the hint for it yet, but it will be.
Have we really
hinted.
not? I'm pretty sure we've seen it.
Oh, that's a good point. Frogs 2 can't be a path hint, but it can be led to indirectly. Like, you can be led to something you need to get in order to do Frogs 2.
Frogs 2 is dead, though.
Okay, where was the hint? I missed it. Must have been looking at someone else's screen.
Oh, I don't remember
There it
where
is.
it was.
Oh, right there.
So 30,
Yeah,
40,
okay.
and 50 skulls are dead.
Yeah, because I think Gogeta actually skipped that scrub.
I mean, it doesn't look like they have a lot of money, so maybe they didn't want to go there.
Yeah,
Like, you're not going
fair.
to go there for just the hint, right?
Yeah.
I did it as an adult once. Like, just like you're here right now. You don't know when you're going to get child and like do it. So let's just go for the hint. And it was a repeat I already had. So I've not been doing it since. It's just a waste of time.
Well, you never know if it's going to be basically the one hint. If it's in Hyrule Field Cow, for example. Like, you think
that's why we have 2 copies of each hint.
Yep.
Yeah, so they're both of them can be in stupid locations.
Hyrule Castle 3, damn it.
I've done Hyrule Castle 3 in serious races before, and one time it was actually really good, but the other 5 times it was actually terrible.
Wait, what? Fire Temple Path? Isn't it like Hyrule Fields Path for? Yeah, so I'm seeing the bot. And
it's Hyrule Field. It's Hyrule Field is on the path to Goma with a hammer in there, but we've not seen anything else.
I
So
mean,
I think
there
with
could
the
be something
hammer,
in Tektite.
yeah, I think
Or
with the
Boulder of
hammer you
Destiny.
probably want to check out Hyrule Field at some point. I feel like
Yeah,
taking the hammer through Hyrule Field is actually a really good thing to do.
It might still be worth checking the rest of Hyrule Field, but we are definitely side-eyeing Fire Temple, and also the Goron City Maze.
I mean, the hammer could also unlock the Kokiri sword in Hyrule Field because the bomb bag is in Deku or something.
Yep, that's very much a possibility.
And here's Wolfos Grotto being checked.
Yep.
Yep, that's what we've all been waiting for. So this was the path to Rover, right? So we would expect a strength upgrade, or like
it's for lax. It's for lax.
Oh no! Wait. Yeah, Suns didn't unlock anything. The chest is small, so it has to be Minuet, and Minuet means that we need to do forest. So we're going to we're going to see a forest soon, right?
Oh my goodness!
Like, no, that's not terrible.
No hook shot.
That's not terrible though. Like, the only thing we need is a hook shot. and it's required to be done anyway. So I actually think this is really good because it gets progression out of the way, and you know exactly what you're looking for.
Yeah.
It can only be. Oh, that's a bomb bag.
There's the bomb bag.
Wait, is that?
This could actually be Minuet to get that bomb bag.
But with the hammer. Yeah, you're right. Okay, everything is open now. Yeah, rip.
Because if hammer locks all of your bomb bags, then you can only get to that grotto as an adult, and you need Minuet to do it.
Yeah, and Sarias is on AD. Let's quickly look at. Oh,
speaking of, Goron City to Morpha.
That's a good candidate for first hookshot, honestly. Okay, so stones are shadowed, the tongue goes on fire, and I'm thinking, how would getting Sarias not be in logic? Like, Sarias has to be locked by Minuet somehow. So the bomb bag actually makes sense because you need a bomb bag to beat both these, to like basically beat all of the 3 dungeons.
I point out that it could just be for something on Light Arrow cutscene. It could just be that simple.
It could.
Yeah. But there's just a possibility that the bullshit logic to get a bomb bag might happen. Basically, what it means is we need to keep an eye out for any other bomb bag and whether it is bomb and or hammer locked.
Yep. I mean, it just needs to be... Yeah, no, you're right. You're exactly right. Dude, Ecola's really not looking so good, honestly. Not getting the strength or the hammer, and also missing the bomb bag because of that. That's actually putting him behind here.
I don't know. I'm curious to see what they get out of Gerudo Training Grounds, because that could flip everything on its head.
Was GTG hinted?
No, Fortress was hinted.
Fortress is foolish. I don't think Ecola got that hint yet.
Where was that again? Wasn't it on... Oh, that's the Kikiri sword. Wait. Just found the Kikiri sword.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, it's just straight up bomb locked. It's just straight up bomb or hammer locked, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's still hammer locked, so...
That's
a terrible more place. Fuel for the Minuet being the path hints just
no,
to be able
that's
to blow
100% the case now. That's 100% the case now.
Yeah, it's 100%.
Wow. Dude, you could with by that logic, you could look anywhere that's bomb locked in the entire world. Like you could make an argument for like dipping stone DC and stuff like that. But it's just in that one place you don't. Yeah, we have Bolero, but oh my god, if you don't like visit all of your places in the exact order, you're going to miss out on Kikiri Sword for a while.
Speaking of visiting Stone DC, I think that might be exactly what Gogeta is about to do.
Yeah, it might be what Gogeta's doing.
This and Tasha, that it still could be Light Arrow cutscene, but it's unlikely. Because...
Yeah, and it's not looking like it's AD either.
Okay, the reason... B-Luigi, you might be able to explain this better than me, but the reason why it confirms all bomb bags are hammer-locked is the fact that Hyrule Field was path-hinted for Queen Goma. That Kikiri sword allows us to get to Queen Goma, which means that a different bomb bag was not available because hammer had to be on the route to that.
Yep.
Yeah, so far it's Din's path to Morpha. Wait, what was that?
Lost Woods on the path to Baronade, it seems.
Yeah.
So rang or letter, or something that leads to it.
It could be the bomb bag.
It could be. It could be the
bomb bag to reach domain because a scale is locked behind that.
On the other hand, it could be for something mean on Skull Kid.
This is stupid. I love this.
Yeah. Oh, wait. What was that? Shadow Pot has a strength upgrade.
Yeah, that Shadow Pot is a strength upgrade. Oh.
Oh my god. Not only that, it's in logic too.
Is it? Yeah, it is. You're right.
No, it's not. No hook shot.
No, wait, you don't need the hookshot for Shadow Pot.
You don't need the
hookshot.
No,
you don't. That's the one before the hookshot.
Yeah, so we can actually go into...
No, you need it. You need the hookshot to get the rupees to open it. Right. Oh no!
Oh
I
yeah,
just remembered.
correct.
That's
Yeah, you got me, dude.
gross.
You got me.
Yeah, I got
forgot.
myself too.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
that's an easy one to forget though, because like you know that hookshot is hard required to
get
Wait.
past it.
wallet.
Oh no!
Yeah, to get past it. But
That's
damn.
a wallet in
I mean,
Goron
we're going to
City.
have a hookshot pretty soon anyway. Wait, Spirit Temple's on the
what
path
was
to Trinrova too?
Oh,
Goron
no.
City was on the path to Morpha,
Okay,
and there's a
so we
wallet in Goron City as well as Din's Fire. Pick your poison, folks.
Okay, something else is in Shadow then. First hookshot in Shadow. Like, okay, so Spirit Temple's on the path to Trinrova as well, which could mean long shot for key logic, which would be really good because we need that to beat water anyway. And then like another strength upgrade. Like maybe you can go into Spirit and find a strength upgrade there. And the one that's hinted on Shadow Pod is actually the third one or something. Because hookshot is strength 2 locked. Like something stupid like that. That can happen, right?
Sorry, I'm going to need you to go over that one again.
I hope I can. So Spirit Temple is on the path to Trinrova, but we know of 2 strength and we have Mirror Shield. So the only thing that still can, because we also have a Fire Source and Magic, so the only thing that can still logically lock Spirit at this point is either Long Shot for Spirit Temple Key Logic to get over to the hand. And the other one is, there's another strength upgrade in Spirit, and then Spirit Temple we would have 2 strength upgrades because Hookshot is strength 2 locked in Spirit somehow. And then the strength in Shadow is hookshot locked, so it's basically strength 3. Right?
Oh no.
Like that could happen, right? Like strength 2 locking the hookshot in Spirit. The key logic has to be very specific for that, I think.
I think Spirit to be longshot locked just requires a key on the right hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm thinking that it could be, like Din's could be path for either something in Shadow or Spirit Key Logic.
Yeah.
Or there could just be the first hookshot in Spirit.
Yeah, it depends on like
Because you need
where
hook-
Requiem is, because we currently don't have access to many places, song locations, and we know that Colossus is dead.
I mean, I'm more looking at the fact of what if... Okay, so that strength in Shadow is locked by hookshot. It could just be that hookshot is somewhere awkward.
Huh, big chest and maze ceiling.
Ooh, interesting.
I feel like the hookshot is like pretty much involved in anything that's coming up, so I think we need to see it soon.
Yep.
That is an assumption that you are making.
We need to see. I didn't say we're going to see it. I said we need to see it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Or did I? I don't know what I said.
I see Cola's trying to dig for shoes.
Yeah.
Which
I mean,
is
he
something I
even
would
missed
do.
the wallet. Like, if you have the hammer and you don't find the bomb bag, you can, you get the wallet and just buy shoes.
And it looked like 30 is dead, so you only really need to collect 20.
Yep, that's...
That can still trip people. Like, there are so many people who don't pick up 20 and it's essential.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alex picking up
always-
the Kakiri sword here too.
Oh, big chest.
Oh, big boy.
And
What
that's
is this gonna
technically
be?
in logic.
Is it?
Oh.
Letter! Yo, that's good.
That is 100% in logic. Not
So-
for Cola at the moment, but like from our perspective, it is.
So the interesting thing here is, where was the thing that was on the route to Baronade? Was that... Which path hint was saying Baronade?
Wasn't that...
Lost
Golems?
Woods.
No, it was
And
Lost Woods, yeah.
it was a
Lost
grotto.
Woods.
That could be Bombag
So-
again.
But yeah,
Yeah.
GTG is required this seed.
It could still just be bomb bag to reach Jabu.
Yeah, it could just be Bombag in order to block,
But-
be Moss in order to get to that Bruto's letter.
Ooh, that's another big one.
Yep.
Cola's going to get a run for his money here.
Oh,
okay, never mind.
no.
It's Lens.
That means Desert Crossing's in logic now.
Yeah, so the
Wah,
haunted way.
wah,
We can do
wah,
the haunted
wah.
wasteland check.
Wait.
There's another big chest coming up, I think. If I've seen that correctly. Like, the next one is going to be a big one, too. And it looks like Ikola has barely enough keys to reach it. Yeah, there's another big one here. Holy crap. How? Why?
I'm
why
not
is
sure
DDG always
these are
stacked?
in logic. Also, slingshot into Dongo's cavern. And
That's
Emerald's here too.
Hold up.
It has to be for the bomb bag then.
Hold up.
It has to be for the
Oh
bomb
my
bag.
god. Rang and letter I in here. That's dumb. No,
it has
sorry,
to
that's
be for the
dumb.
bomb bag then, because
Yeah.
those chests in the center maze weren't in key logic without hookshot.
Yep. I mean, that's a really good find because
Yeah.
Ikola is going to go chug
Well,
with it.
actually,
and just eat
the
Jabu.
letter's in logic because of Song of Time,
The
but
rang isn't,
the
Yeah,
rang
the
isn't.
rang is not.
and nor is the lens. I
Nor
think.
is the lens is 3 key locked, but we didn't have 3 keys without hookshot.
Yeah, without
so-
getting another one from the next room, so...
Yeah, we could actually. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah.
This entire
So-
seed was hammer locked because hammer locked bombs.
Yep.
So Ikola's going to cross here, and he's going to pick up what's probably either Prelude or Serenade from the Requiem check. But
Yeah, I'm
they still
hoping
don't have
it's,
any strength
Serenade.
upgrades.
Serenade would be really good for Ikola.
Yes, Serenade would be fantastic here.
Ikola can get Haunted Wasteland check.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's also true. I wonder what that is. I don't think
How
it was
often
hinted.
do
I've
you
not seen
even get
anything.
to do Haunted Wasteland this early?
Not often. Unless you're
really.
playing RSL.
And unless you spawn in there.
Yeah.
I've seen it. I've done it. I spawned in here like twice.
Oh, Iron
That's
Boots and
and
Shadow.
Shadow.
That's
I mean,
dead
we
hat.
need those. Wait, that's Goron City Path to Morpha, right?
Yep.
Dins locks these. We're done. We're basically done. Well, we
Oh,
still need another strength upgrade, but
Oh, it's a small one.
This seed. What? No.
Oh,
The
paperweight.
Hyrule Field path to Goma is in fact that Kokiri sword via the hammer. Though actually hammer is needed for both of them because hammer can also lead to slingshot into Dongo's cavern. Whatever it is, hammer is the way of hammer is
Yep.
the path hint for Goma.
looks like Hammer also locks all the bomb bags.
It would
in some
have
way
to.
or another.
Like basically, do you want to get to Goma for slingshot? You need hammer. Do you want to get it for Kokiri sword? You need hammer.
Yep.
Let's go. It's junk 1.
Wait a minute.
You do realise that this means we're going to be wandering around getting absolutely nothing for like the next 2 hours, right?
That's pretty accurate.
I
want to
think we're going to be getting a fairy play. Or no, never mind.
So we know
Surprise-
where one strength upgrade is, and we know that is hookshot locked. So once we find 2 hookshots, we're actually in go mode, right?
Technically, yeah.
That's actually crazy. We're like not even an hour in, not even 45 minutes in, and we're like 2 hookshots from go mode.
Of course, easier said than done because I don't know how many people are going to be focusing on clearing out GTG without a hook shot.
I mean, I'd do it.
Only 2 hookshots, yep.
Only 2 hook shots.
I mean, hookshots are sometimes hard to find, yes, but overall I think they're like, it's really easy to determine where to not go because you just like simply can't go there. So there's only so many places where hookshots can be, at least until you get your first one.
And it was Serenade for Desert Colossus. So that's actually really nice for Ikola because if he can route that in, he could probably get his hammer and his strength.
Yeah, 100%. Like this, the Serenade is really saving him here.
But we'll have to see. Because at this point, it could be just about any. Like the 2 hook shots needed could be just about anywhere. Here's an interesting one. Adult Lake, because that's in logic with beans. In fact, that's about the only thing we need. Is
that's just mean.
Yeah, but it could happen.
The only progression before we can do any adult dungeons for progression, we really need at least 1 hook shot.
Of course, it could just be sitting in Deku as well.
Yeah, there's still a few more things I want to look at. Like, we haven't seen Tektite Grotto, have we? And we just got Irons.
Yeah, Damon Crusher's right. With Spirit Temple not being resolved yet, there has to be a hookshot or a strength in there. Or something that leads to it. And Gogeta finding choose here. Where was that?
It was wallet on the left hand, yes, and that cannot be the path in because that is hinted.
Yep.
But I think he was in Castle Fairy.
But Goron City is on the path to Morpha. And there's Din's Fire and there's a wallet.
Yeah.
So that still has hilarity.
But it was
Din.
It
still has, but it's also resolved at the same time.
What do we need Din's for? Oh yeah, for getting the Iron Beat. Yeah, that's resolved.
Yep.
Yeah. But we just kind of need someone to do Deku at this point. Check the Deku. Oh, right. Team right, let's go.
Wait, chess minigame?
Those who do not know why people are just spamming letters in chat, we have the treasure chest minigame. There are 2 chests. One is right, one is left. We're trying to guess what the way through is.
Oh, I'm still in.
I'm still in.
Okay, I'm already
Luigi
out.
and I are teammates in this.
I'm still in.
We're out.
Because I go Ruto's letter, Lon Lon Ranch. Or Lon Lon Ranch, Ruto's letter if someone else has already taken it.
Oh no.
I'm still in.
So Lev's on the way to Deku now.
I'm pretty sure most people are out now.
Oh, Akashika's still in.
And no one won that.
I was gonna say, what exactly do you win? $5, here you go.
Yep. Finally, we're gonna be getting a Deku entry.
Yep, makes total sense. It's quick, it has a lot of checks, and what's the most important here, it's progression, we need to do it.
Yep.
Also, we have all of our 3 foolish hints, so this play's not going to be hinted foolish. Otherwise, we could have just skipped 90% of it with just using Dins twice.
Yep.
I would like to note that Kinra gets some points for picking the exact wrong path.
The exact wrong path.
Yep.
You found all the rupees.
It's it's the 1 in 32 miss. It looks like Nicola's going to be doing well.
Is it then 32 out of 32, or is it -1 out of 32?
It's still 1 out of 32.
I know.
Oh god,
sorry.
Just trying to find a
It's
fancy
not
name for it.
Okay, fair enough. Requiem has not been found yet. The places where Requiem can still be are getting somewhat limited.
Yeah, there's Burning Kakariko, Ice Cavern, which is in logic at this point.
Unfortunately, that is also about it.
Yep.
Notably, okay, so that's Water Boss Key Chest is a piece of heart, so we don't have to worry about that. But yeah, it can't be. We don't have access to Burning Kakariko at the moment because we don't have hook shots.
Don't have log shot.
I did say hook shots, sir.
Yeah. But it looks like Deku is just kind of barren.
This Natasha ice is in logic because we can hand in that letter. We have a bomb bag and we have Zelda's lullaby. We can hand it in. Ice is in logic.
Well, oh, that's a big chest. Like in front of coffins.
We do like big chests and we cannot lie.
Indeed. Just some couch change.
I mean, what's Ikola looking for here? He can't do Jabu before he finds the bomb bag. So, or a scale, for that matter. So, these two items are essentially useless until he checks, like, Lake.
Yep.
And exactly Lake in Hyrule Field.
As a side note, we have now also ruled out the wallet from being a possible path hint for water because we just found a Zora tunic in the well, which was in logic.
Just found it.
Yeah,
Yep.
so that absolutely, even more confirmed than it already was that Din's Fire is the path item.
Yep.
Well, there could be a bomb-locked bomb bag in bottom of the well, because that would still resolve the hammer lock. And I mean, specifically only bomb lock stuff. Oh no!
Or they could find a frickin' hook shot!
Oh no! That's awful.
So, Spirit must have long shot.
Yep.
Also, Steve pulling through for us. We do love Steve. Steve is the invisible chest.
Yeah, that's in logic.
Yeah.
That means that the right hand is likely going to be the one of the small keys.
Yeah, because this is completely in logic because we got Bolero to get the song. We also got Hover Boots in Sphere Zero. So yeah, we've got everything we need to get into well and down.
First we have Steve, and then we have his friend, Greg. Oh, there's another big chest here, too. But it's gonna be just...
Okay, yeah.
that.
I'm not complaining about fire arrows.
Yeah, but, like, they're completely pointless, this seed. The only thing they'll do is save a little bit of magic.
Ikola still looking for chews. Ikola really needs explosives.
Yeah.
Like, how can all of the side dungeon speed is stacked? So we're actually a hookshot from go mode now.
I'm just looking at those fire arrows and going, okay, does that interact with Din's Fire? No, it still had to be Din's Fire to get the iron boots.
It's in spirit. Like 100% in spirit at this point.
That's a key. Okay, so we didn't really miss anything.
Nicola's going to Lake.
Cloud bombs. Yep, that's the Lake player. That's going to get strength and hammer potentially.
Yeah. But Hyrule Field Open Grotto was where the hammer is, because Ikola didn't do Valley Loop, whereas everyone else did. Hen being dead. Second strength is actually in Shadow, Stone Shadow, or at least there's one hinted in like on Shadow Pot, which is now completely in logic.
Yeah, the Shadow Pot, I believe, is now in logic, which means that something else...
Yeah.
Unless we need Strength 3.
Yeah, it could be Strength 3 for something on Yeet Rock.
But we've got light arrows, and that's the only thing that it could be on the path to.
But I mean, like, for Strength 3, like, they're thinking Strength 3 for Yeet Fairy having the long shot, because that is possible.
But then nothing. But then, yeah. I guess long shot on outside Gamon's Castle Fair is the only way that it's not hook shot in spirit.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
The only
like we've
other
got the
thing I can
light
think
arrows.
Is like a slingshot for target in the woods.
Which we have. We found the slingshot in Dodongo's cavern in the wall. Like, it's in the map chest. It's in the first major cavern. Which is basically bomb or hammerlocked. Yeah, we've basically kind of already... I mean, unless it throws a severe curveball, but I'm not sure there's much left to throw a curveball with. We found Boomerang. I mean,
we found the full Jabu kit sitting inside of a thieves' den.
I mean, the question is, when do the other three go there? Because Gridder Training Grounds is not an obvious place with a, oh yeah, go to Lost Woods to get to Baronade. It's like, congratulations, you've got the entire seed that it's pointed to. Where the hell do you go from there?
But speaking of GTG, now it's like 100% completable in logic. Because we know where Strength 2 is. We have the hook shot.
And Iron Boots.
And Iron Boots.
Yeah, this is in a way the advantage and also the problem with watching the restream. It's very, very easy to forget that we know things that lots of players don't.
Yeah.
Like Gogeta, Alex, and Zeph could be hunting for that bottle and that rang for hours and hours.
I'd probably say about 60 minutes would probably be the worst, because I imagine one of them would eventually work out that GTG has something.
I'd expect them to probably do Deco Forest.
Yeah, I can see that too. Yeah, Ikola, once he finds that Kokiri sword, he can just basically almost go mode it because he didn't get the light arrows in Zora's River.
I'm wondering though, with the hint for Baronade, when are you going to expect something to be in GTG ever?
Yeah, you really
it's just a bomb bag, so it can be anywhere, right?
Yeah, exactly. It could be
like
just
that hint doesn't really give you anything in the seed, other than wasting your time. Like, I could see a potential DC clear before going into GTG, because that's very known for being bomb locked.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kit Kat scale. It might be somewhere, but it's not actually relevant because we have a bomb bag and Zelda's Lullaby, so we can get into Zora's domain without having to worry about getting a scale.
And scale's likely bomb locked at this point.
Yeah, exactly. All the scales have to be bomb locked here, kind of.
No, I don't think they have to be.
I mean, it would make a lot of sense for bomb bag being the only way to reach Jabu, so they would need to be locked behind Jabu in some way.
Well, one could be
it doesn't matter because Ruto's letter is locked behind bombs. So even if you could get to Zora's domain, you couldn't get past it without having the bomb to clear the BMOS in Gerudo Training Grounds.
Was there a key in the BMOS room?
No, you need to go through the BMOS room to use the Song of Time to get to the Ruto's letter.
You can come from the other side, though.
Not without a hook shot or
We have a
other
hook shot.
We have a hook shot.
True, we have hook shot in Logic, yeah.
So the bombs are not required for that.
Yeah, like, because the letter didn't directly lock hookshot, you could just go around with it, so...
Yeah.
Its scales are likely to be bomb locked at this point.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, Zep's going for that strength.
And is going to find their irons on the way by sheer accident, but they're not going to complain about it.
I wonder how much they will do in Shadow. Well, probably getting the strength, because, yeah, they're going to get the strength, but... Yeah, then they have strength too, and then you can actually beat Spirit now. potentially, depending on key logic,
Potentially.
because we still don't know where Requiem is.
Yeah, Requiem is likely in ice. Like, it could be Burning Cack as well. But it could actually be like long shot for like adult side locking Burning Cack to get Requiem for child keys.
Yeah.
Like, we don't know exactly what's there yet, because nobody's been able to really get to adult side spirit yet, but we may find that it could be just child locked with a long shot on adult side, or something leading to long shot.
So if the long shot is actually an adult spirit, then Requiem cannot be on Burning Cack because they would be locked by long shot. Figuring out where Requiem can be at this point. So Requiem has to be in ice, doesn't it? Like in that scenario, at least.
Yeah, because in order to get Burning Kakariko, you need the long shot.
Yep.
I mean, nothing's stopping
There's
horrific double
the
digging
overlap
shots.
with the fact that we haven't found a Phantom Ganon hint.
We don't even know
That's-
if we need Requiem at all.
Yeah, we might not need Requiem whatsoever.
Wait, did Zeph dip out of spirit? Out of shadow? Without the strength?
Yeah, it
Am I
looks
blind?
like. No,
Got the
you're
iron
not
boots and
blind.
bailed.
You got the iron boots and left.
Like, does he have the hint for the strength? I feel like going for that
I
strength is
don't know,
actually really good
'cause-
right now.
Because I know Gogeta's going to get it, because he has it on his tracker. So that's the one thing I like about Gossip Stones, is just that being able to have the hints is just super convenient.
Yeah, just have everything in one place, and you don't need to like look at a million windows when you're racing. And also, you have the hints on stream too. It's really cool for the viewers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really need to get the hint extension for my tracker.
The hint extension.
The
Oh,
module
you mean the path
thing-
hints?
Basically,
What tracker are you using?
I think I'm using Emo Tracker, but I must have not downloaded all the assets because my computer's limited on space.
Oh, that's fair. I just use Gossip Stones because I actually like writing the layouts. In fact, I just recently made a new one so I can help keep track of what item, like a bit of a location tracker for each of the items that I've collected.
Oh yeah, I've seen the Gossip Stones tracker. I just need to actually get something to track my hints.
Yeah, that's fair.
Notepad. That's how I did it when I started with this game, just Notepad. But
Yeah,
at some
that's
point
what I've
that
been
wasn't good
doing.
enough anymore. And then I used the Google spreadsheet. And after that, I just like, okay, Gossip Stones tracker, let's go. That was really good.
Yeah.
Wait, that's
Oh,
another
hey,
string.
Strength 2 in Hyrule
Rank
Field.
2. Oh,
What?
no.
So we don't even need the one in Shadow.
No.
Nope, that was always a possibility.
Ecola's just
Yep.
dodging everything here.
He just
I'm-
dodged it. But he still hasn't gotten the K-Sword, and I don't know if he's going to get that anytime soon. Because he's got progression that he can do, because
Yeah.
he now knows that Lens is in logic. He's probably going to dodge that bomb bag, too.
Is Ecola
Hey,
going
look,
to
there's
cross
Scale.
for... Is Ecola going to cross again?
Yep.
Because this feels like he's gonna go into Spirit, and he kind of has to find a bomb bag or choose in there. Otherwise, he's just screwed, right?
For reference, we just found Silver Scale in Shadow.
Oh,
Wait,
that is bomb locked.
that's a big boy
Oh.
in
That's a big chest.
Ice Arrows. Okay.
La 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 la.
Nice arrows. First we had nice rupees, now we have nice arrows. Bongo in logic.
I mean, you're not wrong. Bongo is in logic, but Bongo has been in logic prior to picking up the ice arrows too. That's like one of the dumbest memes.
Yeah, you've heard my rant about people saying Bongo in logic. I think most people in chat have heard my rant about not liking that meme.
Yeah, I think I adapted to your point of view on that. I don't like it either. It's still a better meme than Greg though.
At least Greg's an okay name that doesn't confuse new runners apart from what the heck. Tanarin, I know you've heard it. You've been a tracker and I've had it.
I want the winner heart piece to pop up soon. Because I want to feel like a winner. But I think GTG at this point is just mostly backloaded with keys.
Yeah. It might be that strength 2 is needed in order to get enough keys for everything else. Okay, fair enough. So, basically, the memes I don't like are... I don't have anything against Greg. Okay, what I have a thing against is I don't like memes that are confusing for new people. Which is why I tend to explain like Steve is the chest behind Dead Hand. I don't like... Okay, Bongo in logic. That one I don't like because it means that people go, oh, I can't do Bongo yet. It's not in logic because I don't have ice arrows. And it's like, no, that's not how it works. So yes, and for reasons, I am okay with Greg being the name of the meme, but not validation rupee because again, people thought, oh, my run isn't valid because I haven't found a single green rupee. But yeah. That's why I don't like some memes when they are confusing to new people.
Backloaded with keys, literally.
And also keys.
Yeah, I heard about the validation because it was meant to check if people were on the same seed.
Yeah, it originates from before seed hashes were a thing, and technically it actually originates from the link to the past community.
Yeah,
because it was the single arrow, it was the validation arrow. But now seed hashes exist, so we don't need to do that nonsense.
Yeah.
Also, I think same goes for validation chest. Oof. Which is also, well, I mean... The validation chest isn't even the validation chest if you consider like last season's rule settings where we had, well, you can enter Ganon's castle early, so it's not going to be the last item you find in the boss key chest because you can get that reasonably early. So you needed like another kind of like you're doing a seed async and you needed another check to or like another way to verify. Like, it doesn't even hold true. That's all just confusing.
Yeah, it's not a case of
it's nicer to have.
Sorry, carry on.
I just think it's nicer to have hashes rather than like.
Oh, it is
having that.
But yeah, it's not a case of who in their right mind would think that. It's a case of they don't have any context. They don't have any scale. There are plenty of speedrunning communities which have really weird rules, like. Having to specifically show your end screen result for one of the speedruns, I can't remember which one it is, having to specifically show it at the end to confirm that you've done the things that you needed to do. So yeah, it's just the case of new people don't have context.
But yeah, it looks like we'll get to be seeing if Spirit is indeed locked behind ice or a burning cack soon enough, because we're gonna be digging for some keys in this little sandy temple of ours.
Yeah, we're checking out Spirit now, which means that this might actually be a very long or very short trip, depending on key logic. And Ecola then has to go get Requiem and then come back here or hike or like. Yeah, he gets to get Requiem first. So this is the second time he hiked here already. That's already a pretty decent time bleed.
Oh, that was a big
boss
chest.
key.
So that'll be convenient.
Yeah, Ikola needs explosives. Yeah, you're right. Ikola needs to come back here anyway. If they don't, like, we know that they're not going to go get a wallet. So the only thing that bails them out here is finding a bomb bag or finding shoes somehow. Otherwise, they need to hike here for a third time. But like they will probably get Requiem before that. Like you probably go to ice before that. I could see like a bomb bag just laying around in ice.
Yeah, it's just interesting because this is a slight texture, but all these people going through Shadow to get the hint of strength, right? If this had been Way of the Heroes...
Oh, big chest. That's probably the long shot.
There it is.
Oh my god.
I called it.
Seed of all time.
I wouldn't say called it so much as we worked it out from the logic. That's what you're meant to do. And we did it right.
Yep. So, well, that's no mode.
And that also means that Burning Cack or Ice have Requiem required. We'll figure it out because we do need to get Requiem this seed. That's for sure.
I mean, we know that Requiem can't be on Burning Cack, right? Because Longshot is in Spirit.
And yeah,
nope, because you can walk over. It can now be in that because we can complete water now in logic.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dude, I'm confused.
Yeah, and he's checking fairies, so he's gonna get that K-sword, but he's gonna miss that bomb bag.
Yeah, he's still gonna miss the bomb bag. Unless he, like, leaves Forest on foot.
But yeah, I think Ikola will hit, Actually, he's about to be able to do, Deku Tree soon.
Oh god, this means that the Lost Woods hint for Baronade might actually be helpful.
Ikola really needs to remember, though, that Dins was hinted on the path to Morpher, so you can grab the Iron Boots out of Shadow. I feel like if you don't have that hint, going to Shadow's like, that's the last place you're going to visit, essentially.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, unless, like, it becomes your most checked-in location earlier, but it's still bad. And also, the other, like, he now has another strength, so he probably doesn't need the third one.
But yeah, this is a jet seed, basically.
Any seed is a jet seed if you go to the right location.
If you do the optimal route every time.
Yeah, but still, it's still a pretty jet seed when you think about it. Oh, speaking of which,
I think it rewards logic reading though. Like,
yeah,
for logic readers, it's a really good seed.
Yeah, like, yeah, it's a jet seed if you're Ikola or Curiosa, probably. But yeah, it could be in Ice or it could be in Burning Cack.
Yeah, it could be either of them at this point.
Ikola's probably going to grab the bomb bag.
We know where light arrows are. They are in the open grotto in River, which hilariously Ikola doesn't have access to because they bailed out of Shadow before getting the scale.
Yeah, Ikola's going to clear Lost Woods and get the bomb bag.
Oh no, but Ikola couldn't get... No, he could get the scale. Because you don't need to blow up the wall to get to the place with the scale.
Oh, the scale is not bomb locked?
The scale is in the Silver Rupees room. It's in the invisible chest.
But there's more than one.
Yeah, but we haven't found the other one yet.
Yeah, but this also eliminates the bomb bag to be hard required for getting into Domainus Child? Because we now have a scale that's not bomb locked? Question mark?
No, it was in Shadow.
Oh, scale is in the Invisible Blades room.
Which is locked behind the wall.
Yeah, that's right. I wasn't sure in which room exactly. There's a couple of Silver Rupee rooms in Shadow.
Yeah, but they're all bomb locked.
Well, no, I thought the first one's just a wall that you walked through to get to the first Silver Rupees with the scythe room.
Oh,
or is it in the second one?
I think it was in the second one.
Yeah, it's the second one, the invisible one.
Right, it was in the invisible one. That makes more sense.
Yep.
That does make it bomb locked.
Yep.
Also, Ikola's now got the bomb bag, so it's a moot point.
Yeah, Ikola still needs to get his irons in Shadow.
I think Ecola can just go mod every dungeon.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's honestly crazy.
But I
You
don't
can
think
save
he quite will, because
quite some time
he's
with
still looking for those lights.
Oh yeah, the light arrows. Yeah, you can't.
And he still needs the irons to do Water Temple, because
Yeah, you're right. I mean, he still has the hint for Goron City. Like, he's gonna go here. He's gonna find out there's nothing else but the Dins, and then he's probably gonna go Shadow at some point. Like, the moment he does all of this, he's aware that he needs to go to do something Dins locked. Also, fire arrows are available too. So this means, like, any normal fire lock check doesn't cut it. It has to be specifically Dins locked, and the only place that's specifically Dins locked is Shadow. So he basically knows that he has to go there.
Yep.
The seeds in this, the hints in the seed are just fantastic.
And he should know that wallet leads to nothing too.
Yeah, because he got all the tunics too.
So this will be pretty interesting.
I feel like Letter and Rang are really hard to find though, like really hard to find, unless you like cross and do GTG along the way. Because like I think if you set a foot in GTG with at least a bomb bag, you are going to find both of these items. Because we have Song of Time.
Yeah. But Ecola doing Forest now is not a bad idea.
Get it out of the way.
Yeah. Especially since it's a pretty long Forest Temple. You really
so we have double Forest, double Shadow.
I'm surprised that Zeph is taking the boat and not just opening up the shortcut and leaving.
Yeah.
I think he still looking for the letter and the Rang. Like, we know where it is.
Yeah, that's fair.
And there are a lot of places that are basically hammer/bomb locked at this point.
And I mean, you've come this far, you may as well finish it off while you're here, I guess.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, in a weekly, you can probably just like bail. You can probably justify bailing. In a qualifier, where you need to be a little bit more thorough, probably not. And in a 1v1 in a bracket level match, like.
That's
debatable.
like a really dangerous. It could be a huge gamble. Like it pays out massively, or
it just loses you the game.
I
Depends
mean,
on how risky you feel. How risky
that's how
you need
random.
to be. Yeah.
Like, also, if you're in a 1v1, it also depends upon who you're facing, because some people are known for being risky and bailing.
Yeah, I know Cariosa does some really aggressive plays, as well as Sponge. Oh, there's a big chest here.
Is this the other scale? Nah, it's a good item though.
It's
still
pretty nice.
It's not going to make all the time back, but at least a little bit of it.
Yeah. Ecola finally getting 10 skulls.
But no, it's kind of an interesting thing that there's a lot of people who do really well in 1v1s.
Wait, did Master Alex die in Shadow?
Oh.
Yeah, I think you're bailing. Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. He has strength 2, he has iron boots, he's bailing. Like, there's no point in finishing this if you die. Getting the hug of death.
Yeah.
Shadow on low health is rough, because Shadow's so long, everything does a ton of damage, and like you can void pretty unfortunately too, so...
Everyone has voided in that one pit. Everyone.
Oh god, yeah,
Shadow.
I hate that room so much.
I like how it's just like, I mentioned that one pit and everyone knows exactly what I'm talking
Everyone
about.
knows exactly which one, yeah. Dude, that's
I
why
actually
I love
really
having
like
lens.
I love the wind tunnel room. It's probably my favorite in Shadow.
Oh, it's quick if you do it right.
Yeah, I always... So, I get the setup like very consistently, so that's why I love it so much. The pit in the fan room.
The fan of the pit room.
And we're seeing a potential ice play.
Yeah, it could just be clearing out Zora's River, but it's probably likely to be ice as well.
Yeah.
I mean, when else are you going to clear it? You are fairly sure that Requiem has to be here or after water. You don't have the long shot. You haven't cleared water. You haven't done anything up here. May as well.
Yeah.
Alex is going to pick up lights, by the way. I think lights are up here, right?
Yeah, lights are up
They're
there.
in the open grotto in River.
And I'm also fairly sure that Alex knows King Zora Skip.
Yeah. Or at least a setup for King Zora Skip. Because there's so many of them.
Also, how is really
defense.
every side dungeon in the seed is required?
Oh my goodness, Bongo. Giving out the gifts, the holiday gifts. I know it's January, but like...
No, I just love the model. The model is just so pretty. And it's very useful for stopping me dying.
Oh no, Gogeta missing the 2 cycle on Phantom Ganon by jump slashing too far. That sometimes happens.
Yep.
We got the save. No firecrackers today.
Yeah, Phantom Ganon was playing really nice, other than like that unfortunate miss, or rather slip up. You could say, yeah, that he spirited away, but that's kind of cheesy.
Oh, that's. May Phantom Ganon stay in the fiery void hell pit that they came from, and may they return there. To clarify, people, I may know logic fairly well. I'm not, like, perfect at logic. There's a lot of things I don't know. But also, I'm a really bad player. So, I appreciate the things that keep me alive.
Yes, indeed. Bongo Bongo. I do wish that more people would freeze his hands, though, because it looks really nice. Like, the way he's just punching it, trying to defrost it. Like, that's very much a Canadian means of defrosting something.
I wouldn't say it's just Canadians that do it. It's just Canadians have to do it a lot more often.
Yeah, that's why it's very Canadian. But yeah, we're going to be seeing basically a dungeon gauntlet from Mikola. Oh, yeah, he's not going to be too happy about that one. It's like, I full cleared Shadow, and then this
just... Oh, no, yeah. Appeared. Yeah, no. This... Oh, no.
But yeah, this is an interesting difference
of which, we're going to be seeing another person get pissed off at this. Zeph. Oh my goodness.
Dude, this is just too Hyrule Field.
Yeah. So what I was going to mention was that this is an interesting difference between Path and Way of the Hero Hints. Because if we'd been on Way of the Hero Hints, people would have full cleared Hyrule Field. They would have found that strength really quickly. But because it was a Path hint, people are less likely to full clear, so they miss things like that once they found something that fits.
I mean, a hammer pointing to Goma, a hammer pointing to Goma is not a thing that satisfies me, unless I have the Kokiri Sword in my hands. So if you actually...
Yeah, but we did pretty early.
Yeah, we did. That's the problem, though. Like, to those who know, like, you can actually save a bunch of time. For those who don't know, you're going to just clear the area anyway. But in this case, you actually got rewarded for that, so...
Well,
I don't know.
You had to double dip Hyrule Field in order to get that. Because you needed to get Hammer from the open grotto in order to do that.
I mean, you could theoretically do open grottos adult for the first time. It's kind of weird routing wise. But like, where did we get Serenade again? We got Serenade in after getting it was on Colossus, yeah. So you are in there as adult anyway. And then you can, well, by that point you already have the hammer, right? Because you go from lake to high. No, wait, you don't go from lake.
So
depends on if you, like, you need to double dip Hyrule Field anyway. Like, you're going to multiple times dip Hyrule Field anyway, we're just crossing through. Because, like, kind of connects all the areas in the game.
yeah, Gogeta will just be in glow mode, like Ikola. They'll basically have a dungeon rush ahead of them.
Yeah, and they'll probably go, oh, Requiem's probably in ice. I'll just get Zora's River on the way up. Oh, look, lights. Yay!
Speaking of GTG plays, I think we're going to be getting another 2 GTG plays on top of that.
Yeah, pretty much synced both Gogeta and Alex.
I mean, Zeph and Alex have been taking essentially the same route.
Oh, it's
just that
too,
Zeph
right.
died in Shadow. Sorry, Alex died in Shadow, which put them a bit ahead.
Yeah.
Triple GTG. So everyone is going to get their red hand rank here.
Yep.
And go,
They're
what
gonna
the
get
hell?
You're gonna get that whale delivery package.
I mean, it makes sense though. At this point, GTG is, you have everything you need to full clear it. It is very check dense, and like, what other options do you have? Like, this is like the best option you have in this point of the seed.
Especially with Spirit Temple, you know that Spirit is needed. Actually, I think Requiem has to be on Burning Cack at this point because of the long shot.
Yeah, but with
No.
small key locked out of Spirit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, but you can still get you can still get the long shot. So wow, that's dumb.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
it can still
It's
still
Burning
be on ice.
Kakariko for
It can still be either.
for Requiem to get this, like, to get Requiem to get the keys off of Child Spirit.
Yeah, like there's nothing saying whether it's going to be in Burning Kakariko or it's going to be in Ice Cavern. There's nothing to distinguish them at this point.
Because the thing is we don't know if the key on the is on the right hand, because the long shot would still lock spirit access.
No? Why would it lock spirit access? We've got
Burning
hovers.
Cack. No, like for Child Spirit access, because Desert Crossing is in Logic.
Oh,
And
I see.
Longshot
So
could
yes.
lock it by Burning Cack by virtue of Water Temple being a Fire Medallion.
So yes, we can probably work out which song location has it purely by dint of is there a key on that hand or not.
Exactly. But
I
we
mean,
can't
at
really
this point,
get
you
there.
you just do Burning Cack because it's on the way, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And then if it's not there, you just do ice after that.
Yeah, you do like Zora's. You ideally would want to do Zora's River into ice if you haven't already done that. But it has pretty good odds of it, like Longshot actually locking Requiem.
I mean, I think it's just a 50-50 now. But if it's an ice though, and anyone went ice and got it, like they avoided hiking all the way over there. Then after that, you can still like reverse to GTG and get your rang and
your letter.
You know what would be really cool? It would be really cool if we were able to frog warp. This would be an amazing seed to frog warp.
Actually, yes.
It would be.
On the other hand, you would end up missing your lights.
Yeah. But then you get the hint. That's not too bad.
Yeah, Ganon giving you the hint. It was like, since most of it's just freestandings, it won't be too much of an issue.
Oh yeah, it's super easy just to clear Zora's River.
Of course, would you gamble going as adult or as child for that? Since Frogs is technically available.
Frogs 1 was
I'd
not
go.
Pinto,
I'd
right?
go Charles to do Frogs 1, and also because I'm fairly used to doing the chicken.
That's fair. The one cycle on PG.
Nice.
Always love to see it.
Definitely.
I actually
love to
picked
see
up a
it.
lot in popularity recently.
Yeah, I've been doing it too. The only thing that kind of sucks is like there's two paintings you don't want them to come out of. One is, the one that you entered.
The gate, where the
in.
gate is, yeah.
Yeah, because it's so high, and the other one is actually the painting opposite. Because the angle is so that he goes toward you is so skewed versus like all the other angles.
Yeah. I think I remember trying to warm up into this, and then he I set a save state where he comes out of that exact same painting that you just mentioned, and I was like, I was not consistent at all, and I was like, wait, did I just forget how to do this? Like, there's no way.
No, the angle for that one is like really skewed. Because I've practiced on the other ones, and it's actually not too bad. But that particular one, the angles is not very good.
That's so weird.
Yeah, I can't tell you why, but it just is. Bow locked a bow. You love to see it. But I think we're going to be
Rang for Gogeta. So that's actually true go mode, isn't it? Well, except for like not having Requiem, but we're going to resolve that somehow. There's only so many places where Requiem can be.
I just like the fact that Giges was just stopping, going, wait, how was that Lost Woods path?
He actually flashed the go mode thing on his personal tracker.
Yeah, I've done that. I mean, I've done that a couple times by mistake. He probably was almost like hit it because he thought he had everything, including long shot, and then he just remembered. Long shots on adults side 2.
Rolling boulder.
So, like rolling rocks.
There's still a lot of progression dungeons to be done though. Gogeta still has to do Forest, Water, Jabu, and Spirit. Ecola has to do Water, Deku, Jabu, and Spirit. Already having cleared Forest.
And Ecola doesn't have scale, so he might do Zora's River along the way.
I'm not sure if you do that. Like, Light Arrows could still be in a lot of places, right? Light Arrows could still be inside Ganon's castle. Like, from his point of view, probably Child Goron City as well. Like, a lot of stupid places.
That also means...
Zora's Domain.
Yeah, but the thing, too, is, like, it could be anywhere, and that's the problem.
Yeah. Could also be GTG for... Well, I don't know. I didn't count the keys. Was there an item or a key or toilet? I would assume a key, but it didn't count.
As Chas are pointing out, and I believe we already know, Gigesha, I believe, has done Forest.
Yeah, Gogeta's done Forest. He's done Deku. He just needs to do Jabu and
Water and Spirit.
Yeah, and he's on the way to Spirit too. By the way, that tunic goes really well with the mirror shield. I like that.
Yeah, that's a nice.
Yeah, it looks pretty nice.
Could have been me, I don't know. I don't even remember what I said like 10 seconds ago.
Yeah.
I don't need to though, because if you make a mistake, you're
Alkaline
going to get reminded anyway.
But yeah, Alkaline Ace, I know it is. I was just going from the player's perspective. Wait, both Bang and Letter are in here. How the hell was Lost Woods path?
Yep, it's the bomb bag. I mean, we know one scale is bomb lock confirmed, and the other one we've not seen yet.
But it'll be truly interesting to see what Gogeta does next, because he can, once he gets that long shot and gets that Serenade, he can immediately just go to water. and then we can see if it actually is Requiem.
And that's some beautiful routing right there.
Yeah. This is going to be pretty close. It looks like Ecola's still looking for those, like, for anything to help with finding light arrows.
Yeah. Speaking of
So
which,
he's gonna do Jabu. Like, he's gonna do Zora's River because he doesn't have the scale.
yes. That said,
Yeah,
we've been playing for over 1.5 hours, and we haven't shouted out our trackers.
Yep.
Yeah, there was some confusion going on in chat about who's commentating. So I thought this was the perfect opportunity to just like plug all the commands real quick.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
So thank you to my fellow co-commentators, DareDevinX and Alexander Harold. Thank you for our trackers, you lovely unsung heroes, making sure that we are kept honest and reminded of what we've forgotten. Akashika, Melky, Baby Shark, and the Alan Heffley. And I'm not sure how our restreamer is today. I believe it is the name's gone. The name's gone. Help.
No.
Delilah? Delilah.
Yeah, it should be Delilah, yeah.
I knew it began with a D, damn it.
We need a restreamer command, to be honest. Like, because they're the ones pulling the really heavy work. I mean, getting it all set up, all the cropping.
We're just talking shit.
To be fair, I didn't start it. I mean, I started it, but who was it? Let me find him.
Is this a...
I can't
I
remember.
think... Did I see that someone else rolled a seed?
Yeah, somebody else rolled the seed because I was
Was it
still waking up.
Felix?
No, it was Rainiel. There we go. Rainiel rolled the seed, and he set up most everything, and then I started it. Half asleep and forgot a commentator.
In which case...
Hi.
Yeah, that's very truly. Also keeping the commands updated for the viewers.
Yep. Definitely doing work behind the scenes. Definitely appreciated and really useful.
Yep. But yeah, this looks like a seed I probably would have a lot of fun with. But to be fair, I actually didn't hate yesterday's seed. I just thought it was kind of funny. Yeah, that it looks so fast and then nope. You had to go on a journey.
Yes, but do you like pain and suffering?
It's not that bad. It wasn't that bad.
I mean, you do play Ocarina of Time Rando, so there must be some element of like.
You're playing this game. There has to be something wrong.
Oh, believe me, pain and suffering of this game is nowhere near as bad as Man vs. Machine. Let's just say that there's some people that probably should not have access to a computer that do. That's all I'm gonna say.
I mean, I remember my brother playing Young Merlin. And that is a name that if you've played the game, should it strike horror and possibly repressed traumatic memories.
Yeah. Oh, the water big key is not looking very nice, that's for sure. No, Toma, I'm not talking about Lee. No, I mean, like, people who probably should not have a keyboard. Let's just say that a lot of things that shouldn't be said get said. I'll say it.
You don't
that
need
way.
a keyboard to do that.
Yeah, I know,
to be
but
very fair.
It's harder to spread when you're only screaming it.
Yeah.
But yeah, some people that probably should not have that kind of, I would say, responsibility. Other than that, it looks like water boss is going to be interesting for a scavenger hunt.
Well, we know it's not going to be the vanilla boss key chest because that's been hinted as a piece of heart.
Ecola's going up the river, by the way. Probably to do Jabu. I wonder if they just pick up lights here.
They are. He went to Child Goron City.
He's skipping Frogs 1.
That's a bold play.
Yeah,
like
he's just skipping everything.
Skipping it.
Oh,
he did Child
We're skipping
Goron
it,
City,
boys. We're skipping
and
it.
Yet he skips it. That is so weird.
Yeah. No, I don't think that's weird. Like, your light arrows from Goma. No, we still need iron boots too, but I think he knows at this point where iron boots are. So
yeah, because he has Din.
Just go.
Like, he has fire arrows and he has Din, so he knows that Din doesn't lock fire.
Yeah.
But it's so weird considering that Ikola did actually do Child Goron City like as much as he could, but didn't clear out Zora's River. That's true. That's true. Of course, now at this point we know that it can't be anything because of Saria's.
And we know that Ikola's not going to get gold scale, because that one scale in Shadow's way too deep. He will just find irons before that.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna search Shadow, you're gonna find that first. But we're getting double water. Who wants to take a swim? Oh, there's the big kid chest.
That's not too bad.
He's doing the setup.
but yeah, I've just had a meme in my head recently, and it's just going
Got it.
water and water and water, water.
But yeah, I love seeing that setup because it's actually quite difficult on emulator.
Yeah, I think like it's because pause buffering on emulator is terrible.
Yeah, because it advances the frames slower, like through pausing, whereas on original console and Wii, it just does it quickly. Well, not quickly, but it actually advances the full frame. But yeah, it's pretty nice to have, like, basically a full C divergence right from the beginning.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's really nice seeing kind of the roots part and then come back together again and then part. It's kind of fascinating seeing it. Because yeah, Alex and Zeph have done fairly similar routes most of the way through.
Yeah. You sometimes get players that tend to have, like, similar play styles. And that's not a bad thing, especially in a 1v1, because you know that they're likely going to have the same item, so that means that they're going to be really close for a long time, which does make it more of a nail biter.
Or you might choose to split off because you go, okay, they might be going there, but I try not to do metagame tactics because
metagaming like 1v1s is not the greatest strategy.
Well,
personally.
It depends who you are, and it depends how good you are at the game.
How well you know your opponent and how well you know your own like skills compared to your opponents in terms of routing, in terms of logic, deciphering, in terms of execution. Like that's some variables that can actually help you make educated guesses on what your opponent is doing and what you should do.
Or rather, what can give you the advantage rather than what your opponent's doing.
Like for me, I know I'm pretty good with metagaming like group games, but not solos at all.
Dude, Nicola's even go-moding Jabu.
That's a bold play, and I like it.
I feel like if you're still looking for lights, you don't do that. Like, if you don't have furores and no scale, you're not doing this. You kind of have to full clear this.
Like, a lot of people got stung by this in the qualifier.
Yeah, there was a strength 3 in Jabu in the rank test, I think.
Twice.
Yeah, that paid out for me. that and Deep Fire paid out for me in the quals. In fact, the only big thing that burnt me was not doing HBA before GTG because letter was my go. And I was actually poised to getting a really, really high placing from that too.
Zeph, what are you doing?
Did Zeph forget a check or something?
Yes, he forgot the check where you turn the room sideways.
Oh yeah, the boss key chest. The vanilla boss key chest.
Yeah, it happens. At least he got to be a key short there and not in
and he just don't jump off it.
Oh, Floor Master.
Yeah, Floor Master as well.
Wait, this room was cleared, so he already went here. But is it?
What?
What did he miss? No, this is not a key.
It's the big key. No, it's not that.
No,
he didn't do the whole courtyard.
Maybe he gambled on that, but like
that's
just
a
forgot
huge gamble. Yeah, I forgot.
I feel like if you have for Raws, maybe, but like I can see it. Like you go into like you use the first key to go deeper, and then kind of forget the.
Oh no! Oh
what is
no!
going on? I mean, it's like a radio show. There's like a football game, like being broadcasted on radio. Like people are talking about what's happening, but you can't actually see it.
And
so,
Link
Zoota
comes
radio.
in with your chair.
Welcome to the Zoota channel.
The Zooter games.
So yeah, Ecola's in Baronade. Master Alex
that is such a clean Baronade.
Yep, and Master Alex has just finished off Morpher.
So who's ready to rush some ice?
Gogeta.
I don't think it's considered rushing at this point anymore. You know exactly what you get, what you expect, and it's pretty late into the seed logically, so I wouldn't consider this rushing.
I mean, yeah, that's fair, DL, because, yeah, audio being glitchy is horrible to listen to. Also, for reference, if you do mute anything on Twitch, mute the tab, not the actual stream itself, because if you mute the stream itself, you don't count as a viewer. If you mute the tab, you still count as a viewer.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about that. I'll do that instead. Give me a few seconds.
Please don't mute us.
Yeah, the only reason is because I don't want to hear myself.
Well, that's a mood.
Yeah, that's just something about your own voice that, when played back to you, is just really awkward.
I mean, it's mostly because it sounds different in your own head, because the resonances within your own skull affect how you
it's your jaw.
yourself.
Yeah.
Like, it's the same here. It's the same kind of thing, but it's used as a hearing mechanism for reptiles and whales.
Yeah, but that's why it sounds weird when you hear it played back, because you're not hearing it with all the extra reverberations in your own head.
Yeah.
Like, my voice sounds so flat when I listen to it back, whereas when I'm talking, I can hear all the inflections and it's inside my head, so I hear it elsewhere and I go, ye gods, how does anyone listen to me? I just sound completely flat and monotone. Why do people want to listen to Marvin, the paranoid android?
I don't know. Some people like deadpan deliveries.
I mean, deadpan humor I can do.
Oh, we know that.
It's almost like I'm British.
Almost. Coincidence?
I think not. But Ecola going into Shadow, and he's going to grab those irons off of...
Yep.
Off of the... What did you even call Dead Hand? A zombie or a puppet?
A zombie?
Awful. Horrifying?
I guess.
Freaking ugly.
Kind of looks more like a puppet, to be honest.
A wobbly pile of nope?
Maybe.
Yeah, what is dead hand even made out of? I don't want to know.
Flesh.
Well, probably dead hands, but
He is made of flesh.
He's basically made from the same material as the rest of Shadow Temple.
Also, no, actually, he's kind of made from... It's almost like he moves like a like.
That's actually terrifying to think about. A like that
mutated
like that.
A like that can hold you in place.
When like eats too many hands, that's what happens. Just evolves.
It just
to dead hand.
Dead hand. It's now a Pokemon, apparently.
Actually, no.
He's made of pancakes.
Like one, but he's the wrong color.
Pancakes. Fleshy pancakes. That's so cursed. I like it. It goes with the theme of Shadow Temple.
I mean, Dead Hand is plenty cursed in their own design. There's no need to add additional curse on top of it.
You're right.
Save our sanity, please.
Oh, it's too late. Again, we're playing Ocarina of Time Randomizer. All sanity is long gone.
I mean, fair.
All sanities.
No, do not do all sanity. Otherwise, you will have no sanity.
All sanity equals null sanity. It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Some people enjoy it. Some people like being cursed.
I mean,
some people like
I can play an all sanity like once a year, probably. Just fine.
Dude, I barely managed to pay a rando seed once a year.
I mean, that's why I'm sitting here. You can still enjoy the game that way.
Yeah, precisely. I am far better on this side of the screen than the other side.
Wrong game. Wrong game. But one thing I've started doing in Water Temple before Compass Chest with chest size matches content is actually trying to do the peak for the arrow chest. You know, the one where you have to push the block?
Oh, yes. The target chest.
Yeah. I know it's more precise than like other peaks when you're underwater. It's actually been really helpful because I've found it's helped me with water key logic quite a bit.
Sorry, VXR, we know where light arrows are. They're in Open Grotto River.
Yep.
It's just that Ikola walked straight past them.
Yeah, because he just went and did Dead Hand just recently. But where is that other scale? That would be a good question, thing to figure out. Because we know I have to go to ice, but we can just go mode ice at this point.
I reckon it has to be in Ganon's castle somewhere. There's not really anywhere else left.
Yeah. Oh, that looks so fun. Like shield riding those spikes.
Yeah, that's cool. Doesn't really do anything. You can just walk over there and like you have to wait for the cutscene anyway, but it looks swag as fuck.
Unfortunately, ice is not a waste of time. In this seed, ice is required. Because we need Requiem of Spirit to get keys.
Yep.
We can go mode Spirit at least, which is really going to be really quick.
Yeah, especially
we have the boss key.
The
only thing we need is like after getting at least a key on Child Spirit is just another small key, and then we're done.
Yeah,
it's
basically.
Super quick.
Yeah, box skip has been a bit finicky for me recently because I've been able to do it more consistently, but at times it's just not been the nicest.
There's like days where you can just get it first try, and there's days where you just I should have carried the box.
I mean, isn't that also the same with B1 skip? Like, you do it every seed, you do it perfectly so many times, and then one day it's just like, no.
Yeah, one day it just doesn't work.
No B1 skip. I've had it with your nonsense.
Yeah, please use the slingshot. Just use the slingshot, man.
Deku DLC.
No, the Deku DLC is the Skull
Oh
Tuna
no,
room.
Gogeta missing the quick killer. Trying to salvage it. And getting it. Okay.
That was a nice recovery. I usually go for one tsundere skip per seed. If I miss it, then I go for the regular stuff.
I am fairly no nonsense, but I can also be very, very silly.
Nicola's gonna find that big key, but is he gonna do the same thing as?
Ecola's on emulator, so I don't think so.
Yeah, I've done the trick on emulator before, but yeah, it's really, really difficult.
I'm not gonna try.
I always go for it once if it has something I need.
In all fairness, yeah, it took me far too long to learn how to bomb jump. So yeah, I learned B1 skip before I learned bomb jumping. It took me a while. And I still can't remember how to bomb jump consistently. I said I was a bad player, yo.
Back when I started, the first thing I learned, like the very first trick that I learned was B1 skip. Because like you do Deku for, like at one of the very first things in the game anyway with like... I think Season 3 settings was when I started playing. So, like,
yeah.
with Deku being like, you do Deku every seed, basically.
Yep.
So, might as well just learn that first. And it actually has a really good mix of, like, visual cues and, like, precise movement with, like, using backflips and side hops and, like, timing. So, like, it feels like a good beginner trick to learn anyway because it just prepares you for the basics.
Do you know what's hilarious, though? I can talk someone through how to do B1 skip more easily than I can do it myself.
Yeah.
I have literally talked through and taught people how to do it by voice or in chat, and they can do it better than I can. All I did was talk them through it.
Yeah. It took me a bit of time to learn B1 skip, but after that, I learned a lot of the harder setups right after, because it's like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. Like setting up a lot of the harder tricks. Like, you know that water block push? I can somewhat can do that one unbuffered, but it's really difficult because I usually miss the timing for that one. And I even, like, before the Spirit and Shadow trick bands, you know, like, where you couldn't do those without hookshot, I learned those. And I even did it, like, in a co-op practice run, just as a meme. Even though I had long shot. I don't know why, I just like learning tricks ever since I learned to B1 skip, because it's like, oh, this is consistent. Makes it easy to just learn it right away, get all the stuff out of the way.
Yeah, like, once you've learnt one trick, you feel more confident about doing more tricks, and that's entirely understandable. But also, I can see people saying those who can't do teach in chat. And am I allowed a little Stanty around here? Because I did teacher training. Teaching is a fucking skill. It is a fucking specialist skill. Some people cannot teach for shit. They can do other things wonderfully. We had some amazing researchers at university, but they could not teach for shit.
Yep.
We may have got some people kicked off being lecturers.
Yeah, I've known people like that when I was in college. Like, they very clearly knew what they were talking about, but they had no idea how to make that digestible. Oh
yeah, it is such a difficult skill, and also classroom management. Ye fucking gods! Like, small groups, I can do, and I can do really well. Class of 30 little shits? No.
Yeah, it's dumb that a lot of places even make it do 30 students. Heck, even in like the north, you'll still get like a classroom of 30 students.
Yeah, I wanted to teach A-level stuff, but in order to teach A-level, you have to learn to teach using secondary school kids. And no. Yeah. No. So there's a reason that I didn't become a teacher, and it is entirely due to classroom management. Happy 2 hours, everyone!
Yeah.
I can so get behind that.
Look, some people like the Estantia rants. I'm told some people like them.
Yeah. I know for sure I can't teach. Especially since I've always been more of a visual learner. Like, I have to see at least a demonstration or like some sort of reference for code. But I can't actually do it by audio at all. I've tried like following steps, but I need it written down or like
You need
having
something to look at.
screens. Yeah, exactly.
Doing meetings over the internet for work. Turns out if you're someone who's really good at visual stuff, having to listen to meetings instead of, actually having decent enough internet to do video meetings, turns out it's hard and you don't absorb anything.
Ooh, that sucks. Gogeta missing the last hover jump.
Oh.
Because he got the first one and I was like real clean. Oof.
Like immediately realizing that he missed and just pulling a bomb immediately. That's cool.
Yeah, there's some absolutely beautiful glitchless jumps in Ice Cavern. And yeah, Requiem's in ice.
That's why I'm a degenerate ice rusher, is because I like doing the glitchless jumps a lot.
Oh, I still only know the backup strats. Like, I started picking up the jumps, but it turns out that those are the backup strats. So I learned the backup strats fast, and then didn't bother to learn the other ones. Like the real strats.
The only one I find really difficult is the second one. The one that goes to the blue fire?
Yeah.
Because it's actually
the
pretty precise.
So tiny. Yeah.
And it's actually pretty precise, because you gotta do 4 side hops in rapid succession.
Yep, okay, I've just refreshed my page, and now all of the runners are roughly at the same delay on my screen, so it's all good. Oh, thank you, Serious Kraz. That's lovely. I hope you have a great day after the race, too. It's more the case of just what order people have done things in. Yep. And Forest is the great equalizer in terms of time.
Like rushing GTG with nothing.
That was a bold
Didn't we say that
play
at the very beginning?
off.
Like the only thing Ikola had when he went in was opponents of course to get there, but a bomb bag and Song of Time. That's it. That's the only things he had.
Did he have the ball? Have a bomb bag. He had a hovers, so that's how he was able to. He only had a bow.
Wait, yeah, he
and
didn't.
Hovers.
Wait. Oh, it was the bow?
And Song of Time.
Yeah, he needed the bow to get that far.
Bow.
He checked behind the maze, right? Like the right side of maze.
Yes, you can check.
Did he hookshot go all the way around? He couldn't because
he hookshot all the way around.
Oh, yep. with hovers, yeah, from the chest then.
Yeah.
Yeah, because since it's a big chest, it's a lot easier to do that trick as well.
No, True. Prelude was on Burning Kakariko, Requiem is in Ice Cavern.
Yep.
Are comms behind or ahead again?
I refreshed a few seconds ago, so I think I should be good. I'm like on their tracker, it's around the 204 15 mark.
Oh, for me it's like 20 something.
If you hover, then you can see what delay each of the streams has in the bottom left corner. They should all be around 35 seconds.
Oh, I am way ahead then.
Yeah, just try refreshing if you note that
something is happening.
Yeah, as long as all those numbers are about the same, it's fine.
They're not. I'm just gonna
wait case, refresh.
My reactions then.
Okay, let's see. Is this a small... Oh, no. That might get Gogeta to actually do more parts of Child Spirit. Or at least another part.
Huh? What exactly?
Because that was a big chest. And he doesn't have lights yet.
Yeah, you're going to pick that up. In his situation, or in their situation, like,
Yeah,
you're
in their
100% going to do
situation.
that. You're 100% going to do that. There's no way you leave potential light arrows behind only to come back later to grab them. Potentially.
Yeah. So what do you think it actually is? I'm thinking it's a wallet or a slingshot.
We've
Scale?
seen both wallets.
Oh,
It might be a
oh,
slingshot.
yeah, it
Because
could be a
this is
slingshot
locked
or
by
a scale.
letter, this is also locked by bomb bag, so...
Yeah,
This could be the
scale.
scale.
It's a slingshot.
It's a slingshot. This is actually Gogeta's first slingshot. That's cool.
It was their first slingshot, yeah.
Yeah, like, we know it's not light arrows, but he doesn't
Yeah,
quite know. He didn't
don't.
quite know that, and it was pretty funny seeing that slingshot.
Yeah.
But at this point, I would just find the keys in Spirit Temple and just rush, getting the hint at this point.
Yep, it makes perfect sense. And hope like hell it's not Jabu, which it isn't, and they're lucky.
Yeah.
Wait, so neither Gogeta nor Ikola have light arrows, right?
Nope.
Nope. They
Gogeta's
both
actually
skipped
ahead here, right?
Yep.
So
Yeah,
NyQuil,
barely.
Gogeta already did Child Spirit.
yeah, so NyQuil, you're about to see Gogeta get the long shot.
No, he already has it.
Oh, right, yes, of course, he just went. They just went Childs to get the key.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't have for roars because it's on 40 skulls.
Yep, I was going to get that one. Because you can stop at 20. Have we even seen 10 and 20 skulls checked?
10 was
would.
dead. 10 was like a bomb refill.
Ooh, that was lucky.
But I don't know about 20.
Apparently
20 was
arrows. Thank you, Tracker.
Ikola actually picked this one up too, because like you can't leave this behind. But then leaving behind Jabu, which is much harder to reach. I don't know. about
Yeah,
that.
that's
Like super risky. And it's like
Or
there was a
skipping
foolish hint we
river.
missed. What were foolish hints again? Forest. Yeah, that's a foolish dungeon anyway, and then Fortress and Colossus. Yeah.
Yep.
The desert is, in fact, pretty barren. See,
Yes,
I told
indeed
you.
it
I
was.
told you it was gonna look.
It was gonna happen.
I warned you, bro.
Oh, what the? That was a big chest.
What?
Right there. Look at that. So big
Oh.
bait.
Another slingshot.
See, a slingshot.
That's gold.
Wow, comedy gold. Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm
You
still
could
looking
say
for the
that,
scale. Like the scale has to be in here too to make it perfect, right?
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll
Come
find
on,
it
big
here.
chest. Damn it.
No. All right. So we just need that one key left. I think Ikola is going to find that nice satchel as well. And he'll get a lot of seeds out of it. Now, whether all of them were going to be AD is another question.
Ah, all dungeons, how we both love and do not love thee.
I mean, if Ganondorf says light arrows are like Skull Kid was hinted, right? But Darunia wasn't. Am I saw that
Darunia
correctly?
was not hinted. Skull Kid wasn't hinted either. Skull Mask
Okay,
was.
so if Ganondorf, like if he could, and if Ganondorf just said, yeah, light arrows are in last words or in Goron City, then Yeah, that would be a guaranteed AD at last second. But
Yep.
fortunately for the runners, it's just a river.
I have definitely seen some interesting Ganon hints, which resulted in a heck of a lot of work after the fact.
But we do
I
know
remember
where
seeds where you were in glow mode at like 1 hour 30 minutes. You only need 1 strength to beat the game, and then Ganondorf says, yeah, light arrows are in Ganon's castle. And then you're looking for 2 strength upgrades at the end of the game because you need to get light arrows out of Light Trial.
Still not the worst I've seen.
Oh, no.
Another big one. Come on, skate. I want to see it.
That was explosive. That was
it's a
very
bomb-lock bomb bag, though.
Isn't that like the second bomb bag we've seen total?
I think so.
No, there was another one, wasn't it?
The
I see another.
No, it was the scrub salesman right in front of Lost Woods.
Okay, so we still got a couple of bait big chests that could be in the game. Like at this point, you just get the light arrow hit anyway. Can't wait for the Ganon's boss key chest being a big one too, and then that's the scale or like the 3rd bomb bag, and like, oh, I'm so smart. I'm going to open this and it's going to be light arrows, and then I save so much time, right? Yeah, wrong.
Like the seed would be nice like that.
I mean, this seed is actually quite nice.
Oh yeah,
Like, except for like having to visit all of the side dungeons, and like you can do half of Shadow by accident if you skip
hardly
over
accident. It's definitely done with purpose.
I mean, you don't know that another strength is just sitting there in Hyrule Field. Like, you have no idea.
Yeah, which is again...
That sucks. That's just pure RNG. That's a time save based on pure RNG, and that's what I hate.
Yeah, the thing is, it's a place where Path and Way of the Hero hints make a hell of a difference, because if it was Way of the Hero, you'd have got it no problem. Whereas Path, you think, okay, now I'm done, I can bail. It's a lot easier to bail with Path hints. Whereas, in reality, you might just want to stay and be a bit more thorough for optimal routing. Which is really interesting as a difference between the 2 game modes.
I mean, in a weekly, you can get away with playing really risky, because like if you don't like if you play a weekly, you play to win, and if you don't win, then like okay, doesn't matter. I'm just going to try next time.
Yep. Whereas like an attorney, in some cases, you may only have 1 or 2 matches, and if you play too risky, it could pay out, but
it could, yeah.
It could also be a massive burner.
Well, again, it might depend on your opponents, and most people actually go more aggressive in the one-on-one matches. Like, there are several people who are in the qualifiers but actually got really bad scores because they're used to playing aggressively, and in a qualifier there are so many people that someone will not take that risk and be rewarded for it. Like, if it's in a 1v1, it's quite possible that they took exactly the same risk you did. Whereas in a qualifier, it's a lot more dangerous not to be thorough, because someone will have just done it for the hell of it anyway.
And it's a lot easier to metagame like big group games, because there's a, especially if you know the player tendencies. Like, some people play dungeons aggressively, some do more overworld, or some rush ice pretty hard. And that can tell you a lot.
Some people switch up their tactics just to fuck with you.
Yeah. But I know that there are a few people that just play pretty aggressively and usually stick to that route.
Yeah. As I said, I try not to metagame when I play, because there's just so many different possibilities of what might have happened. Like, they could have just luckily stumbled something in on the way, and that completely derailed their normal tendencies.
Yeah.
I do not believe anyone off Restream has finished. If so, the bot would have said. That's why, basically, if you're watching someone else, then please don't tell us. When they finish, the bot will tell us when they finished and what placement they have. As a result, we have not seen any first place finishers come in yet. Or in fact, any finishers at all.
But yeah, I think about a 225 is pretty reasonable because we're gonna have to go up Ganon's castle. We don't have Furore, so we'll have to hike back, and then just with at least Ecola and Gogeta, they're both gonna have to get their light arrows off of Zora's River. And the question comes down to: are they gonna do? Are they gonna go Child and risk it being and go for frogs, or are they just gonna ignore frogs and go for the open grotto?
I would expect them to check out Adult first, because it's so much quicker to get up to that grotto, and that way you can avoid a double A change if you find it on Zora's River without having to go Frogs 1.
Yeah, it depends on...
like if you're Child already.
I think Gogeta did do frogs, though, so he won't have... He'll know that he'll have to do open grotto. Because frogs is something you can do on the way, so that's not a big deal. But open grotto kind of makes sense for skipping it.
And Gogeta is going to be the first to climb the tower.
Yep, and to receive the light arrows in, they would just tell him light arrows are in river.
Yep. But they still have to get past the twin iron knuckles first.
Salt and pepper.
I'm still not calling them that. Mostly because there are actual NPCs in other Zelda games that are called that.
Oh, really?
Oh no, sorry, I'm not thinking of Zelda, I'm thinking of blooming Final Fantasy. They're recurring NPCs. They keep showing up as comedy mooks.
I mean, these ones kind of are comedy mooks.
Oh no, they are not comedy mooks. I've seen people lose races to those guys.
What is Zeph looking for here?
Hope, purpose.
Oh, the long shot.
Yeah, the long shot. I don't know.
They haven't crossed yet. I think they're going to cross now.
Yeah.
Like on the Horseland field, yeah, that's pretty much the direction they go.
Come on, Gogeta. Which way are you going, adult or child?
I mean, if you followed your hints, then this is not terrible, but like crossing all the way with the Colossus Foolish just to bank on stuff being in there. Like, I don't know. I mean, he doesn't know that it's childlike either.
We have found Greg, but finding Greg does not validate your run. Greg was in bottom of the well.
Yep. We never found the winner heart piece, the true MVP of the seed.
Hey! Hello, Cheese Gimbap. Thank you for watching this from work. I'm glad to hear that I'm not the only one who watches random Twitch streams while I'm working. But also, who the hell has you working on a Sunday?
Yes, on a Sunday afternoon, I was gonna say.
Like, that is not a fun shift right there. That is not a fun shift. Gogeta's going child.
Yeah, okay, so he didn't do frogs. He skipped that.
Well, no, they're deliberately going to go and do. Thank you, Cheese, for taking the sacrifice of taking a Sunday shift so that nobody else has to.
There we go. First place finisher, Riley.
Hey!
With a 2:19.17.
GG, Riley.
Yeah, stream bar with the spoilers.
Yeah, that does look like Gogeta's rough path, but having actually cleared river on the way up.
Yep.
Yeah, the bot was a little bit behind.
Need to verify things
I mean,
first.
there's a little bit delay, right?
Yeah.
Like, we have, like, at least 30 seconds delay.
Yeah, but the 30 seconds delay is to, like, cope with all of the runners and our internet not necessarily all matching up as neatly with each other. Like, you cannot really guarantee that people will all press go at exactly the same time, but you can go off their timers.
Yeah. You'll never get the light arrows in Zora's River.
Just sitting in a sphere 0 check.
Is
Nobody will ever
going to go
check
child
there.
or not? Is Ikola going to go child or not?
That's a good question. We'll see, because
I think so.
I think-
If you play Prelude, I mean, that's your way out of here. But also, if you want to get to River as an adult, I think there's faster options.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably play Minuet actually.
Yeah, you're not going to go as an adult.
Bolero's fastest for River.
Is there much of a difference between Bolero and Minuet?
The only reason that Bolero's slightly faster, is just because you have to go through Sacred Forest Meadow.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
I
extra
think it
loading
depends.
zones.
I think it depends on if you have played Saria's Song to Mido yet or not. Which one's faster?
Yeah, that's fair.
But like, I just thought of something. So, if you go up the river in a situation where like one item from Glow Mode, you could actually do just Frogs 1 as child while you're passing.
Yeah, because like
So that once you get the light arrow and it says river, you can just go to river as an adult and just don't care about that. And like you're right there anyway.
Also on top of that too is like Frogs is quite literally on the way there.
Yeah.
It's not like out of the way like Open Grotto is. Because like Open Grotto takes a little bit of extra travel time, but Frogs is quite literally on the way there. You can even use it to help with the chicken, because it's going to start running away.
Yeah, that's a good point. In this particular seed, adult spawn is closer to river, but they want to go as child. And Ikola didn't have the scale. So Ikola couldn't go through Lost Woods for a quick, or Lake Hylia for a quick route. So he had to go through Serenade, then Owl, then... But which really, yeah, could have played Sun's Song to get the gate open and make it a bit faster. Would have probably been faster than doing Serenade.
But we're burning a lot of shields this seed.
The Zeph is really struggling here. Come on.
Yeah,
you
this
do
has
it.
always been a pretty tricky chest. Like, it's easier when it's small, but like when it's big like that. The difference is that Master Alex and Zeph will be in go mode as soon as they find out the song information. That's the difference between them and like Ikola and Gogeta. Obviously, it's not enough to.
Master Alex already has Requiem.
Yeah, but what I'm just saying is they don't get baited into all the big chests that are around. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, right, yes, that makes sense.
But it won't be enough because they're already pretty far enough ahead at this point.
Yeah. Gogeta's already on the way up.
It would have been nice to get Furores on 20 skulls instead.
Yeah, but that would have been, easy. And the rest of the seed's nice enough.
Yeah. I mean, you would do GTG on the way to Spirit anyway.
Yeah, basically.
But Zeph's not going to be happy when he realizes he's going to have to do ice for
Nope.
Child Spirit.
Not gonna be happy at all.
Water boss keys on like bow target in Water Temple. But that's why I started doing that peak. Is because it could give me information about keys and items like right away. Like, sure, it's quite a bit more precise underwater, but it's worth the information, I think.
Information is the key to success in many cases. Like, especially if... Okay, look at it this way. Look at how much we worked out from this seed and how we knew that Longshot had to be in Spirit Temple from the information we got. Information is so important.
Yep.
And even if you do go out of logic, and even if you don't actually need to follow it, being able to work out what the seed is trying to get you to do is really important, even if you then promptly ignore it.
Also,
like, we all know that logic is a guideline, but knowing where it's trying to point you to is handy.
Yeah,
Also,
it does make me wonder where the other scale is.
Oh, I'm guessing it's just in Ganon's castle somewhere. I mean, if some people finish and decide that they want to go and look around Ganon's castle to see where things were, that would be excellent. But we've only had one person finish so far.
Yeah. I mean, I did that with yesterday's seed, but that was also because I only had about 16 checks left.
Yeah, getting to low numbers of locations available is an entire thing.
Yeah.
can't imagine what that feels like.
Well, we're about to get some bacon, so I'm gonna prep up.
Do I even have a GG emote at the moment?
Oh, I have because I just prime subbed.
I just use the bacon emote. Because, you know, victory always ends with bacon.
Aha, I do have a GG emote.
But, yeah, Gogeta in second place with a time of 2 hours, 27 minutes, and 36 seconds.
GG.
GG, that is an excellent place on Restream.
That's actually really nice in general.
Yeah, like, especially doing it knowing that you're being watched. I have no idea whether we're getting a Gogeta for an interview.
Just waiting on a response.
Awesome, thank you. Yeah, there was a slingshot in Dodongo's cavern just sitting in the main room in the map chest. Yeah, we never saw Fire Temple.
Yeah, we never did see Fire Temple.
Okay, so Gogeta was the first on Restream, but second in the overall race. You will see more finishers come in, and they will be announced by the boss in chat.
Gogeta just said he's going to do it, but just needs to get something to eat first.
That is more than understandable. Make sure
yeah.
that everybody, you're listening to me. Make sure you hydrate and stretch and have something to eat.
I at least complete 2 of the 3.
But the question is, which one of the 3 is getting ignored?
Stretching, because that's what I'm ignoring.
For me, it's eating. I don't have anything to eat right now, but I'm okay.
That's fair.
I've been going through a pack of Japanese rice crackers.
Nice.
They're so good.
Like
Okay.
for me, I was just waiting for. I did all of the things. Well, actually, I didn't stretch as much as I did a walk because I was hoping to get some funds for, like, Steam funds, because Monster Hunter Rise is coming to Steam soon, and I was gonna play that.
Goron City, it was Din's Fire in order to
Yep.
get Iron Boots in Shadow. Also, technically, they're path hints rather than way of the hero hints. Also, GG Igola. 3rd place, with a time of 2 hours, 30 minutes, 12 seconds.
Okay, he declined the interview, Nicola.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
We're not going to force anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
exactly.
Yeah.
It's always good to ask.
If people don't want to do interviews, then that is entirely reasonable. You've been playing games for a while, that can get quite tiring. And
Yeah.
also, a lot of people aren't great with English. I can't remember which runners we have that aren't very comfortable with English interviews, but I know quite a lot of our runners are French. And I think Ecola might be, but I could be wrong.
Yes.
I know
could-
Ecola's
Ecola's
French, but I don't know how good his English is.
Sometimes speaking in a different language is just too much fucking effort.
Yeah.
Yeah, as someone who can only speak English and do that poorly.
Hey, you do it well enough for commentary, that means you're doing pretty
Apparently.
damn well.
Yeah, I can only speak it. I can't write it too well. I mean, I can technically write, but it just comes off as gibberish.
Hey, you're doing fine. Thank you, this Natasha. Enjoy your day.
Like I just sometimes have trouble just speaking my native language.
That's
mean-
fair.
Sometimes I just like don't get a word out. Like, what the fuck's going on? Body, please.
Like, anyone who can speak more than one language is doing fucking amazingly. In my book, I am so bad at languages. I'm great at English, though.
Yeah, I'm bad with languages. My strength's always been like in math and science.
Yep. Same.
And like picking up mechanics as well, like game mechanics and all that sort of stuff.
I absorb logic like a sponge. It's great.
Yeah, I'm learning a lot of new logical tricks as well.
Yeah, there's just some really interesting kind of edge cases. Oh yeah, I know they're not mutually exclusive. It's just that my brain doesn't like languages.
But
Alfalfa
we got a
finishing in
fourth
4th.
place with a time of
GGs.
2 hours, 32 minutes, and 36 seconds.
GG. Yeah, I know lots of people who can do languages well and science well, and I am just forever in awe of them.
Yeah. Hello.
And hello.
Hey,
GG.
GG.
thank you.
How'd you find the seed?
Quite interesting, to be honest.
Yeah, it was interesting and quite nice, but what were your main thoughts? Like, what did you find interesting or most interesting?
I think the long shot in speed was quite
Yeah,
easy to
What-
find.
yeah. What did you think about that Lost Woods for Baronade path hint?
It's a bomb bag.
Yep,
Unlocks
it's for
everything.
Bombag. It's for Bombag, and the Hyrule Field one was for Hammer to get Bombag.
Oh, it was everything last one.
Yeah, Hyrule Field for Goma. Because you needed to get
Alright.
the hammer in Hyrule Field, and you needed to get Minuet in Sacred Forest Meadow in order to open up the grotto to get the bomb bag.
Yeah.
And that explains, like, 2 or 3 of your path hints.
Well, there is one I didn't understand. It was meadow for minuet.
Yeah, that's for bomb bag access.
Oh yeah, it was yeah, of course.
Yep.
Kind of forget about meadow.
Yeah, it's so easy to forget about Milo, but yeah, that was the reason. Everything led to that bomb bag, basically.
Yeah, I don't think we saw any other bottles. Might be in fire, actually.
I don't recall
probably.
any bottles. I don't recall any bottles. Also, GG words for swords, 5th place. 2 hours 34, 8 seconds. Also, yeah, what were you thinking when you found all the things to get into Shadow that early?
I was like, oh no, not an AD.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, like the first items being like all of like items for Shadow and then Hammer. Like, please don't make me do this.
Yeah, but when I got the Dawn City path with only Dinspire, I was kind of cool with it. To be honest,
Yeah, that was a really, really powerful hint. Like, you kind of needed that, honestly. Like, people needed that hint.
Yeah, overall, this seed seems like it was quite nice. You seem to just kind of fairly breeze through it, really.
yeah, just play safe.
Yeah. That said, that other strength in Hyrule Field... I can't remember whether you went and got the strength in the Shadow Pot.
When I got the hook shot after the bottom of the well,
Yeah,
I went back into Shadow.
Yep.
But yeah, this seed has claimed quite a few victims.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like,
how many forfeits are we up to?
I think we're about 10, it looks like. Speaking of finishers, Zora in 6th place with a time of 2 hours, 36 minutes, and 51 seconds.
GG's.
To be honest, even I was shocked when I saw Riley finish.
Yeah, that... Basically, the main difference between Riley's time and your time was that Riley probably cleared Zora's River on the way up.
Yeah, probably.
And also probably got the
skipped a lot
strength
of checks.
The strength out of not the one out of Shadow.
Yeah. These... yeah, so that remote southern grotto strength...
Oh,
and
it was remote. Oh.
Yeah,
Yep.
It was remote southern grotto. That was where the other strength was, so that you didn't have to go through Shadow that deep.
Yeah, that explained everything.
And also just picking up those light arrows on the way up river.
Yeah.
We did not see a second scale. I'm betting it's somewhere in Ganon's castle, but we don't know anyone who's gone back and looked for it.
Like, the only other thing we can think of is like Fire Temple, because we never saw Fire Temple dipped on Restream.
Yeah, just no one did fire at all.
Who wants to do fire, to be honest?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, there are worse temples.
Yeah, like
Especially
Shadow.
when you go into, like, Lost Woods and you find that bomb bag that's technically hammer-locked. And then Minuet pointing towards that as well. It's like, no thank you. I'm not going to fire. I'm gonna go to GTG on my way to Spirit.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, if any of the people in the chat want to reopen the scene and go for a look through Ganon's castle to see where on earth the other bottles or the other scale is, because we only found one bottle. Oh yeah,
I can check.
that was a good point. What do you think of Guerrilla Training Grounds?
I wasn't expecting a Jabu starter pack.
Yeah, just would you like some more stuff for Jabu?
I don't know what else was in there.
We got our 7th place finisher Alexis with a time of 2 hours, 39 minutes, and 11 seconds, and Master Alex following with getting sniped at a 8th place with a 2:39:34.
Ooh.
Oh. Ooh, that's rough. But they made it. GG's.
GG. Oh, nice alfalfa. Yeah, maybe I'll just peek the lobby in the maze, see a ton of big chests. Okay.
That's what saved you then, because that's like the stuff was just in the maze. Yeah, because I might have done something like that. Yeah, Chess Size matches content. I've really grown to just love that setting. Like, you wouldn't think that it makes such a huge difference, like, initially, but that helps so much.
Were there any questions that you wanted to ask us, Gogeta? Also, am I pronouncing that completely wrong?
I think that's right.
Ah. GG, Alex.
GG.
GG.
So, thoughts on the seed, Alex?
Kind of straightforward, I guess. If you do Valley Lake Opener, it's really good.
Yep.
Guess that's the
Oh,
big
yeah.
one. If you skip on that, then you're probably gonna. I didn't see if there was any Spear Zero juice available. I guess not.
We didn't see any.
Yeah, we didn't see any Sphere Zero choose.
I don't think we saw any choose.
I got a 5 pack.
There was a pack in Hyrule Castle Ferry.
Yeah, a 5
Ah.
pack.
Yeah, I remember that. But there wasn't anything else.
I saw a ferry at the Tactile Grotto, but obviously that's not available. No, ferry, I mean chew.
Yeah, chew
Oh,
pack.
right,
Yeah.
But at that point, you'd already have a bomb bag, realistically.
Well, obviously.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's a big point in Spirit Trial.
That's one bottle.
Oh yeah, I never saw another bottle. I guess they were kind of locked away.
Yeah, there were no bottles.
Yeah. Kinda sucks, to be honest.
Yeah,
Back
that
and
made
forth.
rushing ice kind of tough.
Yep.
And it turns out that this was one of the times when you did actually need to go to ice.
Yeah, I was gonna go there, and you probably saw I went to river, and then midway going there I was like, I don't have a bottle. I can't do this. So I ended up doing river instead, and then going G2G. But,
yeah, especially with like no. Yeah, it sucks with no Furor's wind either. Because anyone would
it sucks.
that.
Yep. Yeah, it was rough, but crossing made so much sense given that Longshot had to be in Spirit, and if that was locking Requiem, which was 50-50, I guess it was either that or a key on right side.
Yep, that was exactly the conclusion we came to.
Yeah. But so seeing the Longshot there made me really happy. At least then I knew that it was either nice or hopefully not Burning Cack, but I guess it wasn't Burning Cack. So
no, Prelude on Burning Cack,
which was also nice, but
yeah,
would prefer Requiem there. Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been better.
Yeah, 100%. It's like I actually thought it was gonna be Burning Cack. Because that would also still resolve the path. But no, it was just ice.
Yeah. Well, SFM Wave the hero or Path to Spirit was funny. But
yeah, Minuet. Minuet for access to a bomb bag.
Yeah, I was like, great, thanks game. That's really great.
3 path hints for 1 bomb bag.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, also the hammer, I guess.
Yeah.
Although it's also for yeah, I guess that's also for bomb bag.
Yeah, it was hammer to get the bomb bag because both the slingshot and the Kokiri sword were bomb locked or
Yeah.
hammer locked.
Yeah.
It's just
that
a
was
nice try. And there's Ryukane finishing in 9th place with a time of 2 hours, 44 minutes, 14 seconds.
GG.
Was there anything you guys wanted to ask us?
Yeah. What was in DC?
A slingshot.
a bunch of crap, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That was
probably.
a slingshot.
Oh, it's a big chest in a light trial.
And if you're asking me about Fire Temple, we don't know. Because nobody did Fire Temple on Restream.
Maybe there was a bottle in fire. And someone, like in the very first check-in, someone dipped it and big-brained it and just rushed ice and just saved themselves from hiking.
Oh, another bomb bag. Nice.
Hey, so that's where the other bomb bag was.
Eyeball frog. Wow. Light trial. An eyeball frog. Wow.
Oh my goodness, Light Trial's loaded.
The strength in the field was annoying.
Yeah, loaded with junks, as usual.
Yeah, especially finding it after beating Shadow, like doing everything at the top of Shadow.
Was really annoying.
Yeah, Ikola managed to skip going into Shadow at all. Like, Iron Boots was one of the very last things he got.
Wow, okay. That's...
Frog.
Froggy. Frog Warp, anyone?
Frog
I know, I said that Frog Warp would have been amazing.
I mean, if you find the frog early on and you're not in a position where you can like scum it back or something, then you're not going to save to frog warp anyway, because it takes you a while
was
to
in
even
Light
get the bottle.
Trial.
Frog. Yeah, it's in Light Trial. Right next to the bomb bag.
So was there anyone on Restream not doing the Valley Lake opener?
Yeah.
The only person that didn't do it as an opening was Ikola. He skipped Valley entirely.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, that's surprising from him.
Yeah, Ikola just took a very, very different route to everybody else, whereas Alex, you and Zeph were keeping pace for a lot of it.
Oh,
Gajita kind of jumped between whether you were doing Ikola type routing or Alex and Zeph type routing. It was kind of jumping between them. It was a really interesting seed because of all the divergence. First hookshot was in Bottom of the Well, second hookshot was in Adult Spirit on the ground floor. Also, for those who didn't go through Shadow Temple, the Bigoron sword was right at the end.
Well, thankfully I died, so I didn't have to see that.
Yep. Oh, and as Alkaline Ace is pointing out, Ikola got Rutos and Boomerang at 40 minutes in.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, kind of rushed GG.
Yep, and you guys got them at 1 hour 20.
Okay.
That's a grub strat, rush GG.
Yep, that one, yeah. That one happens quite often when I'm on comms, it seems, but that's just confirmation bias.
Yeah.
Well, paid out this time.
Yeah. Thank you for taking a look at those items for us, Gajita. That's really handy.
Still no second scale, right?
Still no second scale. It has to be in fire.
It has to be like deep fire. I mean, if it's in fire, like there's one key on the first bomb lock check in fire, then it's just straight up bomb locked in fire, or like shortcut or something.
Oh yeah, Xavier the Old Shadow. Oh god.
Yeah, Shadow was full good on Restream, so.
Oh yeah, this was a stark contrast to yesterday's seed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I kind of saw the end.
Yeah, I was racing in that.
Oh.
That was fun.
Right
Sorry for you.
F. It's also a good word.
There were a lot of people who were complaining about the NA at the start of the restream.
I did well though, because a lot of people didn't didn't do 40 skulls.
Nice.
Until it was like way too late because it was needed to do like to finish it up, which was terrible.
Yep. That said, Gogeta, Alex, it's been great to have you. If you need to head off, then feel free, take a rest. If you want to stay on, then Zeph is going to be finishing up pretty soon if you want to have a chat with them as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for him.
I'm gonna jump out and get some food, but thanks for the
it was 8 minutes.
Yep, in which case, thank you very much for running.
Yep.
People in chat, go do a follow. We'll see you around.
See you later.
GG's, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Riley won by 8 minutes or so.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
It was also yesterday's C2 where Cola finished 8 minutes ahead.
8, whoa.
Seems to be a lot of 8 minutes ahead this weekend.
Yeah, it's strange how that keeps happening. Like, you'll get some seeds and they'll just be an entire set all close to each other that keep having the same kind of finishing timings, and then it will go completely varied for a little while. Like, if you remember the season 4 finals, like 11 seconds and 13 seconds kept coming up between the people racing in the brackets, and it was ridiculous.
I'm not sure if Riley did, because that is possible if he did GTG into like crossing the wasteland.
We're expecting that Riley got Remote Grotto, though, rather than Shadow Strength. But he could have done.
He could have gotten the one in Shadow, and then, like, when he did GTG, he could have just crossed the desert. That was, like, a possibility as well.
Yeah, there were several people that crossed more than once. We think Ikola crossed the desert, 3 times?
Yeah. No, it was at least twice.
Twice, yeah. Like once to go get Serenade and see if he's locked. Wait, no, he went over there to get the song, but didn't go in because he didn't have Strength 2. So he came back with Strength 2.
Right.
Did he never get the Colossus Foolish in? Yeah, and then got the long shot on the second trip, and then had I don't know.
Yeah, I could see Riley getting the one in Hyrule Field, and then getting that over to GTG into Spirit. It's all speculation.
Oh, very much so.
I feel like if you save one trip through through the entirety of Wasteland, and you save what's the other thing? Going into Shadow for the strength, then I think you're actually looking at pretty close to 8 minutes.
Yeah,
maybe a couple more time saves here and there probably.
And we've had 2 more finishers. KC Necro, 14th place with a time of 2 hours 51:42. Zelga Disan in 15th place, 2 hours 53:2 seconds. And Zeph is just starting Ganon Phase 2.
Yeah. This is about as close as the snipers we're going to see finishing off.
How many people did we have running today?
We have 46.
Oh, that's still quite a lot, yeah. And brackets are starting soon.
Yep.
I think the brackets don't start in earnest until next weekend, but there is a match tomorrow.
Zeph pulling out the hammer. Swag strats.
Yeah, thank you, Zeph. I needed that laugh. GG.
But yes, this has been a pretty interesting seed, and we see Zeph's gotten 16th place with a time of 2:54.25, sniping King Samson in 17th with a place of 2:54.39.
That's a pretty close snipe.
And that was with the hammer swag strats.
Oh, we'll have to see what Zeph says when they get him, because that hammering implies that they were not happy with getting this seed.
Yeah. Well, like, he was one of the people that full cleared his Shadow and DC.
Yeah. Okay, Zeph's not joining for an interview? Fair enough.
I figured.
That's fair.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's fair.
Again, it needs a good hammering.
In which case, Gogeta, thank you very much for joining us. We'll let you get on with your day.
Yeah, thank you for the stream. And have a nice day.
Yep, thank you very much. And for those who are watching, we have our lovely runner command so that you can follow all of our runners who ran today. We have our commentator command so that you can see whatever nonsense I'm getting up to, as well as my lovely co-commentators, Daredevil X and Alexander Harold. And our unsung heroes who do a lot of work, the trackers. Akashika, Melky, Baby Shark, and the Alan Heffley. And our lovely, lovely restreamer, Delilah.
I will say this. A lot of my streams have been just my addiction to racing.
Oh yeah, I barely play Ocarina of Time on my actual streams. I mostly do art and writing. But you get my sense of humour. Anyway, I think that's about everything.
No, you forgot something.
Oh?
We also want to thank our co-commentator Estancia for being with us today and keeping our memes in check so we don't confuse people. Very important. Thank you, was a
I was
blast.
gonna say, you guys took my job. I usually shout out everybody. All right. It's
Oh
all
no.
right. We're gonna go. It's okay. You keep going. Cool.
The only thing that we were missing was more puns.
And a scale.
Hey, I got my really bad pun in, okay?
I mean, we had to go and scale the Shadow Temple for that scale. Sorry, that was really bad.
But
Yeah, that was a bit forced. Let's let Delilah wrap up.
So it was a jet. It's okay. We're not. No, I think nobody is in a rush right now. We're like, wait, it's under 3 hours.
Yeah.
Amazing, right?
Yep.
All right. So I'm gonna shout out. Later today we have the Minish Cap Randomizer weekly race. We're gonna raid Master Carp because he's on my list and he's still going and still has two dungeons to go.
Hey, Mr.
But
Clark.
our first, I think this is our first season 5 bracket race starts tomorrow at 12:20 Eastern Time. That is 5:20 p.m. UTC, and it's going to be Sponge versus Spike Vegeta. So yeah, show up for that, for sure. But thanks so much, everybody, for joining us, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.